Welcome everyone to today's live stream. Some more Planet Crafter. Hey, Xbox, you actually are awake and made it to the start of the stream. And hey, Jenny, thanks for joining. So yeah, we're gonna check out the new update for Planet Crafter today, and we've actually got a lot of updates that happened this week. As you may have seen on the community post. The combat update came out for Forever Skies, and if you are interested in the game, you want to check it out, but you haven't got it yet, I have 2 keys I'm giving away. You just got to comment on that post and make sure you're on the Discord, and I'll choose 2 winning commenters tomorrow and, you know, get with you to send you the codes for free keys for the game. But yeah, combat update came out for Forever Skies. We also got the Aquarius update for No Man's Sky. First clarify, nowhere can I find that the Aquarius update for No Man's Sky says it is Worlds Part 2. So this is a separate update from the big one we got, the 5.0 Worlds Part 1. It's basically just a fishing update that adds a fishing mechanic to the game, which I know a lot of people like fishing. I don't like fishing, real or virtual. So I am not really interested in this update. And there is an expedition, Aquarius expedition with this update. You get some cosmetics like a deep sea diving suit cosmetic, posters, things like that. No super useful items like a special, you know, ship or anything. Part of the expedition reward. So I'm not worried about it so much, because it's a fishing update. I'm not a fan of fishing, period, so I'm passing on that one, which was no reason why we're sticking with the vehicle update for Planet Crafter, which did come out Sunday. I think it was Sunday. Monday. It was Monday. Literally came out Monday. And yes, we're going to talk about that. So we got the update for it, which has a new Rover vehicle, 2 new biomes, you know, desert and toxic caves, new wild animals, and they're working on a paid-for DLC. You know, that comes down to really 2 things. You know, one, how do they price it? I mean, let's face it, Ark, multiple expansions, DLCs, every one of them paid for, but they didn't fix a lot of bugs they should have fixed in the original game before even doing the expeditions. Planet Crafter devs have worked to fix problems in the game, you know, add good content to it. So it really comes down to how they price it. I mean, if it's the cost of basically a game itself, it needs to have a game's worth of content. If it's just a small add-on, then it needs to be cheaper. You know, I mean, there's paid DLCs for Fallout games and such. So it really comes down to the scale of the content they're going to add with it, is how I feel about it, and how they price it relative to that scale. But, you know, this is a small studio. They were 2 people originally. Then they expanded, I think last I saw was 4 or maybe up to 8 people because of how much success they got from the game itself. So this may be a case of they are going to, you know, add some more people. They want to be able to expand a little bit more, and you know, it comes again down to what they're adding. And they do state that they are going for a paid DLC to, their words, solidify the studio and offer the best working conditions for the team. So it may be a case of trying to actually, you know, build on their development team and set up things better and be, you know, a better, more what you'd expect of a development studio, which would be useful and helpful for a sequel or a follow-up game, whether it's a sequel or not. They do say it's going to be a relatively low price, but, you know, that's relative to the game, relative to other DLCs for other games, that doesn't really tell us much. So it really comes down to what they get, what it is. And they do say a couple of things specific about it, if you want to look at that. It's a fresh start while discovering new exciting things once more. So they are building a whole new planet. So you basically could go to another planet to play. So it's not a full game, but it is like it's a new map kind of thing. You know, question is how much do they add on top of that in terms of the technology? If they basically build out almost a full game other than the core mechanics, you know, you can see it being a little bit more pricey of a DLC, but they do say relatively low price. So it's kind of, again, goes to how involved they get with the content for it. And of course, they say they only have to buy one copy of it to play co-op with as many friends as you want. So, okay, so yeah, see, again, certain games, you get DLCs that basically are just, we're charging you for content that should have actually been part of the game, you know. And then you have some basically DLCs like No Man's Sky, where it's just, here, this is an update. It's basically a DLC, but it's a big update to the game. It's no extra price. It's just making the game a better experience. And they've been doing that for 8 years, you know. You know, it really comes down to content. You look at Ark as an example, the Ark DLCs, you get a new map, you get new creatures, things like that. It comes down to kind of how they do that. We know they are working on a new map, whether that's a much bigger planet or just basically a new planet with the same size map area. You know, is that, how much are they going to pull from existing biome type, you know, setups from the current map? If they just, you know, rip certain things from that and it's less work, I would expect a lower price. If it's like basically taking the foundation of the game and then adding all new tech, all new map, stuff like that, then I could see it being, you know, what was the game priced at right now? Normal price for the game right now is $24, and it's on sale 30% off, so you can get it for just under $17 US right now. So let's say, you know, if it's basically almost a complete new map, new technology, all new stuff to research, but it's built on the foundation, I could see it being a $10 DLC. You know, I would not want to see it be more like 15 kind of thing, but I could see it be like a $10 DLC for that. And just, again, it comes down to how much they are using from the existing game and porting it into this DLC versus building new content completely from like scratch for the new DLC. Satisfactory 1.0 is coming out on the 10th, so in 3 days. I hope they've made a lot of improvements, because I've been playing it lately and it is far, far buggier than it was when I played it, what, 3-4 years ago originally? Like, you know, as I've played it, and I have gotten the furthest in terms of the progression of the game I've ever done. I've done better now than I've ever done in the past as far as factory building and getting more complicated. I'm still not as crazy as some people have done with it, but I've done pretty well. I mean, that game crashes all the time. No mods, nothing done with it. Just the default vanilla game is what I'm playing, and it crashes all the time. And most of the time, like 80 to 9% of the crashes are when I load the game. Like, double click, open it up, click to continue, and then it crashes right out. Okay? Send the bug report, restart. Goes back to the screen, click continue, crashes, closes out. Send and restart. Do it again. And it'll take 5 or 6 times in some cases for it to ever even open the game. Actually get to where I can play the game. So if they're pushing 1.0 out at this point, considering I'm on the current development or current, release that's not beta, experimental. Based on that, they have to have done a huge amount of bug fixes and polishing for 1.0. Otherwise, 1.0 is still going to be early access state. I'm not feeling too confident that they're going to have it actually at a polished enough 1.0 state. It just is horribly buggy right now. Way worse than it was, years ago. So I'm not feeling confident they're going to pull off a proper 1.0 release. It's probably going to be... It's one of those things where they just had the game development going so long, they're going to say it's full release, and then continue development to fix all the stuff they haven't fixed, and probably end up adding more content in the end. It's going to be like so many other games that do early access now, where they don't actually finish the game before they call it done. They call it done so they can keep working on after that. They just need to... It's got to be full release so they can push it out and get some sales going. Like Icarus. Icarus was full release, and yet there was content marked coming soon. Unfinished, but it was finished at full release. And Timmy, I know, I've been holding your treat. You've been patient. Look up camera, get your treat. You're going to have to make an entirely new save. Then, that's not unexpected. I mean, literally from the last time I played 7 Days to Die, and I had a setup I liked, they released an update, and once again, which I think now was full release update. Every time they released any significant update to 7 Days to Die, you had to start over. You had to start a whole new game, and I just didn't bother with it. So if 1.0 comes out and I can't use my existing save, then that's going to get uninstalled at that point. I pushed through this time and did better than I've ever done. I've got a good bit of stuff, but yeah, I'm not going to start from scratch again at this point. If I got to start over, I'll just uninstall it, because I don't believe they're going to be a proper 1.0 at this point. I feel like unless if they've added a lot of story stuff with the Sam Oren alien artifacts, finally adding that in, great. But adding story content is not the same as fixing bugs. And right now, the problem with the game is not the lack of story content, it is the massive amount of bugs in it. I mean, especially autosave. I mean, the autosave is a great feature. You don't want to lose your work, but I don't even have anything that crazy that I've seen other people build. And autosave, just when it hits, it freezes the game for a second or two. And depending on what I'm doing, like if I hit for the jetpack, it will literally launch me way up in the sky. Depending on when I hit the button and that autosave triggers, I have gone flying off into the sky. And it's because autosave is just laggy. Yeah, game is a time waste. I mean, all games are technically a time waste unless you're learning and developing a skill from it, kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, I just finally redid, like, I've got my main base, my main factory facility, and I was using drones to bring stuff from other places until I could finally rework them all. And there's one of them, I literally spent probably 3 hours planning and just getting the numbers right for everything and figuring out what recipes to use, how I wanted to structure the flow, everything, just planning it out. And then I probably spent another 3 to 4 hours actually building everything out to get it working. And I did this I built a 3-level copper facility. I got bauxite location along with quartz, big bauxite and quartz production location. I did a really big oil refinery setup, and then I had to rework my steel factory for the fourth time reworking it to try and use new recipes I unlocked And then once I finally got that done, I then built a train network across all of them. And I was like, oh, you know, I just got to build the rails, and, you know, I've already got all the train stations and everything there. I just got to literally build the rails to connect everything. And that still took over 2 hours because of fighting with getting the rails to actually place in certain areas and not complain about it being too steep, because I'm trying to go uphill. And it was like, this is too steep to even go uphill. So yeah, I if it wipes, or if it locks my save where I can't use that save, I'm not gonna start again. It's just gonna get uninstalled. I cannot do that. I've got a lot of hours in it right now, and I'm not gonna put that many more into a brand new save starting over. Granted, I would do a lot better starting over right now, because I've really developed my approach and thinking on my layouts and everything. But you know, it's like you get this nice save in Planet Crafter, and you just, you know, you start over, and now it's like, well, now I don't have a breathable atmosphere. I got to worry about food and water production. I don't have access to this. It's like you're starting over. Some people like that complete start over. And I like getting to the point where it's like I just literally have nothing else to do, and then I'll decide to start over because I'm bored with the current one. Right now, I've still got plenty I could do in my current Satisfactory. I don't even have like a nuclear power plant set up yet. That was my next project I was going to slowly work on bit by bit. But I guess I need to wait a few days and see what 1.0 does, because if it does lock my game out, then it's, yeah, they moved the resource nodes and changed the map. Well, then, okay, I might as well just go ahead and uninstall the game, because I won't be starting it again. That is a definite no. We'll keep talking about it. Let's get into the game, since Timmy's kind of done and just staring at me now. Look up, look at this cute face. Oh, that face. All right. And come on, OBS. Yeah. Okay. All right. Go over this real quick, then we'll go back talking about devs breaking stuff. So I did change a couple things since last time that I can think of right off the top of my head. I did add more bark production. I got some more biodomes tier 2 because I was burning through my bark production here, and so I moved it from back there to there, and I've got 4 of them. So more of that going. I see my butterflies are completely frozen. And that is done. Also, you see we've got some new things already unlocking. I have unlocked a few things. Let's go and look back and see if I can find where it is. Okay, not in those. So yeah, new update, and make sure you check your mods. I did have a couple of them I had to update, and they should be working, because they were updated as of 2 days ago. Yeah, as of 2 days ago. Okay, so we got vehicle station to toy with. And I guess I probably should build that where I can drive off of the platform. Also feel like that's a very large platform. There you go. Okay, well, all right, at least it's saying that the ingredients are no longer there. Interesting. That is so large, and yet the targeting point is like, it feels like it's off center from it. But whatever, we got it. All right, so Rover, equipment increase, inventory increase, speed increase, lights, and a beacon. I guess beacon so you can see it. You know where it's at, so you don't get lost. I've got rocket engine. Yeah, let's just let's check this other stuff out. Okay, so it's just like the fabricator type of thing. That's cool. It just feels like it's, I mean, obviously we have a rocket platform. You need that for launching rockets. It kind of feels almost like that could have been done maybe at least a little more compact. Not as big. And you know what? Before I go building that, because I know what rockets it's picking up. It's picking up the ones I tossed up here to give me these, which I am waiting on tree bark. No reason why I got more tree bark going. Hey, Sanchez. If I unlock the ecosystems, I have not got those yet. I don't think. If that's from the new update, we'll see it. But no, I don't see anything like that. Probably show somewhere in here. Okay, that's gonna take a little while. You see, I just unlocked that butterfly. You see how fast my plants are. Yeah, my plants are going right now. That's why we're about to launch a bunch of more rockets. Just because they're ecosystem. So, insects produces larvae, increase plants level. So yeah, that's gonna take a little while, but I have faith we can get to it today. I want the outdoor farm. I need to automate some of that. That's one thing right there. Is I need outdoor farms. So no, we did not have ecosystems yet. You know, I am working towards the breathable atmosphere though. That's a key thing. Oh yeah, bark, Timmy. He says no. All right, 4. That might be mostly what was already in it. Yep. Not a lot of bark yet. It's like when you need it, you don't have it. When you don't need it, you have too much. Well, you know what? When I get those drones, I'll have that dumping into a container. That'll be fine. So we'll go ahead and I can launch 7. Come on, launch. Yep, okay. Need 3 more bark. There we go. My big jumble of rockets. Mo plants. Yes, mo plants. Let's jump here and let's see. So that's a big boost right there. You know what? The tree seeds. Let's say I've already got 2 golden butterflies. That's the 2 golden larvae from the storyline location. You know, the big hidden location over there. So I've got that. I guess I could start doing some of the butterfly farms. Do I have the outdoor farms? I do not have outdoor farms. Well, I can do regular butterfly farms. Apparently, I am in range of some tree bark. I don't know how that would be close enough. All right. I just need... Oh, that's what it was. That's the... Yeah, tree root. Let's see, is that going? It is. Okay, so nothing going there. We got our silk. I got a few bees. Let's do some bee. Yeah. Okay, so I got that one. No, I need 3. We'll go ahead and get the rockets done. So that's out of the way. You know, get the maximum plant spread. There we go. Slash Libby. Yep. Okay. Stream keeps cutting out. It looks fine here. I mean, I'm not dropping anything. Maybe refresh your page. Or, yeah, it could be your T-Mobile. Oh. I don't need that much honey, but... Mo bees. I need some nuggets. Oh, nuggets. I need... mushrooms. I don't have enough mushrooms at the moment. Yeah, I got enough. I can do 2. Okay, let's do... wrong one. Probably taking fertilizer out of the tree seed production, actually. Alright, that will give me... Yeah, we'll toss this back in, so I'll get it in a minute. Okay, did not pull that. Okay, so I'm missing something else. But I got 2 more tree seeds. Ooh, you know. Oh, and buy plastic nuggets. That's where I was burning through my nuggets. Used up all my nuggets. That's why I want the outdoor farm, so I can set up that for something, you know, better use. Fabric I can make. I don't have, actually, ooh, that's I did unlock silk generators. I just have not made any silk generators yet. It's time to make silk gen. All right, so we need a couple of oxygen capsules. We'll go with 3. I got enough. Yeah, we could just throw it up here. There we go. I'll get silk. And honestly, you know, let's go ahead and do this. Fabric. Auto-craft the fabric for me. I really don't need standalone silk for anything else that I can remember top of my head, so I mean, it could be, you know, you're in Florida. I'm not gonna say it's not Florida that's causing you problems. I'm sure somebody else in Florida jumps in, you know, mad I'm talking smack about Florida. Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm also just not saying that it is Florida. You know, it's not Florida. I'm not saying it is or isn't. It's just, it's a possibility. It could be Florida. All right, there we go. Get me some rods. You know what? No. Go right here. Zeolite. Still want to leave the root zeolite spots out just because it gives a nice... It's a more visuals, you know. Yeah, I saw it. I can dump some in there. Ooh, here we go. Oh, nope. Alright. Got that. So... I think I got enough. A moment. What was I didn't... Oh, yeah. I know I need 2 rockets. And there was a piece of fabric in there. Iron, silicon, uranium. Those easy. 2 rockets. And the fabric. Actually, yeah, I should have done that from here. Iron. Uranium. Okay, I didn't have silicon on that. Alright, so iron, silicon, uranium. Need 2 rocket engines. Of course, it's about to use some uranium. Oh, yep, okay. It's fine. It's fine. Handle it. And I'll see if my... Yeah! There it goes. I was starting to get worried that the auto recycling, the mod was broken. Yeah, I was kind of holding my breath there. Okay, it's 2 rocket engines. I need the uranium. And I got fabric. So yes, 1 fabric. Okay, here we go. We're gonna make a nice, nice vehicle. Boom. All right, now I get up on this. So we got what looks like a climb up spot. I'm not actually climbing. All right, so we got the vehicle container. Oh, okay. I was like, it's got a grab thing. Right click to build. So, okay. So once you build it, you can't build it back in here. So you can build it out here. Okay, interesting. So there is what looks like the power button, you know, trigger something is a grab. Also see it's got this hitch. So do we get to unlock a trailer for it? Select the vehicle to bring it back. Okay, so, oh, so it just teleports it. Okay. That's interesting. Oh, and I got a teleporter now. Okay. So that was not a hit the thing and it auto drives back. It's not like Satisfactory. You can tell the truck, hey, here's the path, and hope it manages to drive the path without messing up. Okay, outdoor farm, and you know, yeah, got that. All right, so the hitch is just cosmetic for now. Hopefully that's not part of the paid DLC. I think we'll worry about getting those before I go taking off with it. All right, so I need some computer chips. Also, I need to do my outdoor farm. And you know what? This is a good place right here. Yes, it is. Good place. I'm actually gonna just take... Oh, yeah. I don't need that much honey. It's really more about, you know... What the... Oh, and they snap together now. How nice. Well, kind of together. Alright, I'm gonna throw in the mushrooms. Yeah, go ahead, just do the mushrooms, because I need bioplastic nuggets. Alright, so we got outdoor farms. That does produce insects, which is fine. It's not a great amount, but it is producing insects, so that helps. And I still have... Yeah, I'm out of bee larvae, which is fine. Ooh, I know. Alright, there we go, finally. And I got some nuggets back. We'll go do these. You know, I'm gonna hate giving this up, having to walk through and do that, you know, every time. Yeah, you know I'm gonna miss the tedious grabbing. Obviously, that's a joke. There's sarcasm there. There's no way I'm gonna miss that. Ooh, you know what? Fertilizer. I have a place for that. Yep. Put it there. Okay, I need some uncommon larvae, which I don't have a lot of. We got some fabric going. Alright, bee, you know, yeah, bee seed or bee larva. I got the stuff, I just need the uncommon larva. Let's go find some of those now. I garden on the roof because it's space efficient. And it's like, why not garden on the roof? I mean, it's open to the sky, gets rain, you know, because there is rain, gets sunlight. It's better for the plants, you know. That, I mean, if we had like an indoor grow thing beyond the what we currently have for it, then okay, yeah, I'd go that route. But no, it's better. Outdoor farms, just put it on the roof. That way it's, you know, open to the sky. It's good. Have not messed with NVIDIA's app for the auto overclocking. I kind of like my CPU temperatures where they are. I'm perfectly fine with my CPU performance and temperatures as they stand right now. Like, seriously, there's nothing for me to overclock for right now. Like, literally, you know, nothing for me to overclock right now. And, I mean, right now, CPU sitting at 15%, 11%, 16%, 13%. I mean, is that much? And then GPU is sitting at a stable 41% for running the game and the stream. So, no, I'm not hurting on needing processing power right now. At least not for some of the games I'm playing. No. Has it got more completed? Yes, it's actually completed. It's finished. The game is done. It's full release. And they just released a content update for it with vehicle. An official vehicle, not mod-based. Which is why I started a fresh save with it. I need to get that out. I'm running out of room. So where am I at on that? 3.25 pressure to get to the ore extractor. Okay, I'm ready for that tier 3. I'm ready to just streamline it and not have to worry about all this extra fluff. I do need some obsidian too. You know what? Oh yeah, that's good. That gives me enough stuff to build my little outpost for when I go exploring. Let's yeah, let's go. Let's get some obsidian, and you know, just give time for my bark to accumulate. Using it, your RAM skyrockets to 100%. You mean like when you have the app open? And that's it, just sitting there? Or when you actually are using it like it's running auto, you know, overclocking? You know, that's one of those things where I'm just kind of like, I'll just leave it at where it is. If I need that much more, if I need to eke out a little bit more power from my GPU or CPU, whatever, you know, it probably means it's time for me to actually upgrade. You know, the problem with the overclocking is if you're not, you know, making sure your system is cooled properly, you may end up needing a new system sooner rather than later. It may not be a case of, oh, I need to upgrade because I need the extra performance. It's going to be a case of, I need to upgrade because I fried my GPU. And I kind of don't want to have to replace my GPU right now. Or any component in this for a bit. Okay, you know what? I just realized I did not bring a miner with me. I should have brought the stuff for an extractor, so I could have just left it here and, you know, get more obsidian. I kind of feel like I just want to wait till I get the tier 3 unlocked so I don't have to come here and find like you know, 2 stacks of obsidian and then everything else, all the other, you know, extra junk. Ah, you're so close to a breathable atmosphere. I mean, just look at how slow my oxygen level's dropping. I still want to be able to break these things down. Like, if I could break that down, why can't I not break down this whole thing? Or the drills, you know? I'm gonna run out of room on this, but I'll go ahead and get some stuff. Yeah, I still need to get that chip. There we go, blue chip. Let's see. Maybe I'm thinking of the crater base. There was one, I remember one spot where there was a fake wall that you can see. It like shows up as being deconstructible. It wouldn't affect anything and it's still under warranty. Yeah, that's kind of like, you know. Oh yeah, it is the fake wall here. You know, that's kind of that thing where it's like, trust us, this is still covered. But you know, then you try to actually file the warranty and they're like, oh wait, no, you didn't set it right, or you did this and it voided your warranty. So yeah, sorry, you're not actually covered. Oops, sorry. That's just one thing. Again, I don't. The performance you're going to get based on the versus the risk of damage to your equipment. No. I that's why I don't really bother with overclocking. And again, right now, I mean, there is some cases where, yeah, the GPU is my bottleneck. But I don't want to upgrade one generation GPU newer. You know, I'm just going to wait for a good 5000 series to hit. Then I'll upgrade when I can justify it. Honestly, it'll still be a case. I don't care if they come out with the 5080 Ti and it's like, well, you know, like maybe if they come out with 5080 Ti next week and it's like $500, I'd upgrade. But, you know, it's one of those things where honestly, right now, for most part, it's not really affecting me. I don't have like a negative enough impact to be like, oh, I need to upgrade because this is holding me back so much. Unlimited oxygen. Well, that's about to not be useful. Okay, so I got equipment and inventory. So basically the exoskeleton and backpack upgrades for it. And I'm out of room for iridium rods. Oh, okay. That was it. I was gonna build. Oh, yeah, I could have gone and got more of that. I'd go do that. Well, I've got the resources for it. What? Okay, what? It's gonna build there. Ah. Come on, let me up here. Ooh. What if I get it to, like, come on, just float there above everything else. You know what? That's actually, I'm just gonna do it. Boom. That is gonna stick inside, but okay. At least it gives it out of my way. So I can put fabric in. It's not a lot, but it is something. It's actually worth more than the iridium rod. And I mean, you know, that's easy to produce. So yeah, okay, I can start getting some money going. Hopefully now I can start finding like the token stuff. Let's see. All right, so well, I got that. I have to have 2 of the vehicle tier 1 things. Okay. Yeah, and the unlimited oxygen. Great. I'm about to not need that. Like seriously, about to not need that. Okay. I'll go ahead and throw what I can up here. Let some stuff produce. Also, you know, yeah, might as well go ahead and just toss these in. And if it like, oh hey, you got resources needed for this, go. So I may just go ahead and put these in here just so I get them out of the way. We've got Lerma seeds, that's good. We'll do some more rockets. Yeah, I'm ready for my drones. Oh, come on. All right. That's nice. And now, there we go. All right. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to go ahead and probably using up almost all of my aluminum. Okay, and I'm out of room again. Okay. I guess I need to... Oh, what I... Guess I need to just go ahead and launch some more rockets. Yeah. Use up rocket engines. What the? Oh, unlock. That's right, that. Teleporter. That's why I got obsidian. So we're gonna do a teleporter. I guess I'll put it here. All right. And where should I build the other one right now? I know where. One that's a bit more, well, no. I was gonna do uranium mine, but no. Instead, I'm gonna go ahead and build up here, where I was planning to build the actual main base, so that I can maybe go ahead and start moving some stuff over there. I am running out of room, but I need to get some trade rockets going because I need to unlock the big room first. You get your first job soon, all right. You don't need to buy your first car, so you can just build a second PC. All right, you want, you know. Depends on what you need the second PC for. You know, what's your intended use? I mean, if you're just gonna have another PC laying around, you're gonna use, you know, I mean, if it's gonna replace your current one, then great. You know, if it's just gonna be a auxiliary one to your current one, then, you know, you might want to think about a use for your current one too. Like, do you really need 2 PCs? Where was it? No, I was gonna do over here, but then I changed my mind. So I was gonna do it over here. I put a... There we go. Still not 100% on how I'm going to build this, but you know what? I know. Oh, I'm gonna go get this. I'm going to use this area, so I'm going to go ahead and put this over here so it's out of the way. I'm not going to build like covering this section. This is going to be kind of just a this will be part of like the decoration area. I got a token thing. Let me go ahead and get the token thing. There we go. 100 tokens. And our first teleport. Lovely. Okay. So now that has freed up a little something. Not a lot, but it did free up something. A little bit of space. Are you going to use it for VR? And the main one will be as just in case? I mean, if you're going to do it for VR, that at least is a, you know, good reason to have it. I mean, if it's going to cover you for other stuff, then I would, you know, maybe, you know, if your current one is still decent enough, you could try to sell it and then, you know, use some of that money to maybe get something a little bit lighter, like get like a, you know, decent laptop for just school or whatever. What rockets do we want to do? I don't have insect rocket yet, which would be helpful. I kind of want to do more plant ones. All right. Let's see how much I have in the way of tree bark. Oh, yay. So that should put me at 24 tree bark. Oh, got an extra one right there at the end, it looks like. So, yep. Okay. So 28 tree bark. Okay. Which? So wait, this one is, yeah, there we go. All right, so 28 tree bark. Just gonna grab all of that. And, ooh, yep, there we go. I should have been doing that already. I need to bring over that stock of those. Ooh, yeah, duh. That was one of the things I was like, I need to put some outdoor farms over here now, so I can have the eggplants being produced over there for me. I don't have to worry about it. Of course, I still gotta find some larvae. That's the thing right now. I don't have any larvae. And then bark. I'll go ahead and dump. You know what? No. It snatched it. It started one. Okay. We'll go ahead and do that stack then. Fine. Oh! Osmium. Is this... Not the first one. Is this the second one? Second one of these? I think. Yeah, I think this is the second osmium storm. I feel like I remember there being one last time. Okay, so I got roots. What was it? I need fertilizer, which is working on it, and lerma. So let's grab some lerma. I got 6, so at least 6 fertilizer. Go and do that, and Let's wrap this up with some more plant rockets. Oh, I don't have enough of that. Okay. That's fine. Oh, still running out of room. Oh, there it is. I can hear the rocket still. And it's like, I heard the impact, but it's like I was still hearing the sound of a rocket, which is pretty much the same sound as a meteor coming in. We're about to hit tier 3 tree spreader, and I haven't got tier 2 tree spreader unlocked yet. Let me go on that. Yep. Oh, he's back. Everything PC, and then you want to get a laptop for gaming is cool. I mean, you know, if you want a laptop for gaming, you know, it's gonna be bulkier in most cases, because of if you want a decent GPU in the laptop, it's gonna need good thermals, and usually you're gonna get a bulkier, heavier laptop. If you're looking at school, like especially college, you probably want to get a lighter laptop, something that can be carried around more. I would say, you know, if you're gonna have the main PC for gaming, laptop for school and gaming, I would focus more on either the laptops for lighter gaming, or go with not a gaming laptop, go with a more work specific laptop, you know, school use laptop. And then you get, like, you know, if you want portable gaming, get you a handheld, you know, Steam Deck, one of the many other competitors, the MSI Claw, Legion Go, or one of the others. Just get that and then use it for like the portable gaming. All right, got a bunch of nuggets. Got that. Oh, and that, and now get this going. I need to see about larvae, and either I'm just not noticing them, or they're really not spawning in that much. I did do this where I played the other day a bit, setting up this stuff, and 20 minutes, I was like over here working, not a single larva spawned anywhere. Like, I didn't have any larva spawning here after playing for like 20 minutes. But, you know, the other day is like got to the point where it's just like non-stop larva spawning everywhere over in this area. And I'm getting like nothing. Kind of frustrating. I would like to have larva. Like, what about here? Come on, there should be larva right here. Alright. Super alloy farm. And then trying to think. I know I've got pretty much that, except for like all the main wrecks I've already done, except for creating the little power core to put in and open up extra areas. I got that secret base. There is the secret base up here in the Highlands I did not do yet. Just trying to think of places I could go that will give me blue chips and give me hopefully some tokens. I'm just gonna grab that. All right, I got me a outdoor butterfly farm. So I think I already opened this. Yes, I did. Oh yeah, they changed that, so now you can't just go right off the edge over here. Grab all the goodies. Oh yeah, this one that goes back in the cave. Blue chip. Another blue chip. And we'll read the message. Big meteor crater, built platform at the bottom of it, be protected from winds. Magnetic fields are completely crazy. All right, live in my shelter. Hope I'll be able to make it. So just telling us go to the crater. Yeah, built a shelter at the bottom of the crater. We already know what that is. It's probably covered in water at this point. That is another one I can go to and get some supplies. And then that one will be, I will say that's the one that gives us the message I had to move further up the crater's edge. And then we find the big one further up the ledge, and yeah, another bunch of stuff. I'd probably go do that one next. Underground bases. I need more foundations. Well, right now, I'm keeping the foundations there. It's mainly just the framework to enclose my algae and auto crafter setup for that. I'll probably go ahead and do like a big foundation set just to the side, just to give me an area to go and stand and let them spawn in. I don't really have anything I want to build. I don't want to do like a big, huge foundation framework over here yet, because I'm not sure on how I want to do some of the layout for some of the stuff. But I'm going to do a much bigger algae farm in the end. Let's knock out some blue chips. No! There we go. Okay, tier 2 deconstruction ship. About time. Get that. 1 methane. Because it can't see it as being a thing. So now I can go and, you know, yeah, deconstruct that stuff for the microchips. Nope, nope, you're not going in there. That. Running out of room. Again. You know what, let's just do... Yep, okay. Let's use that up so I can get that in there. Another mushrooms. There. And I know I put some of the seeds like the Tusca and such there earlier for that with the trees. Tier 3 tree spreader. You know what? How many do I count? I got 5. Oh, that's the drawback there. Ooh, and that is... Oh, yeah, that's... Alright, you know what? Take these out, because I've got a better one. Let's see. Oh, good. You have a micro center near where you live? Hey, go if you got access to a micro center, go there and check out their deals. I mean, it was way back when you know, there was that big GPU shortage because all the miners were buying GPUs like crazy. So you couldn't even, like, you know, they have people just literally running scripts to watch for stuff to show in stock and then immediately have a bot buy it all out. There was one guy I remember seeing post in the Home Lab subreddit where he was like, he went to his local micro center because they had a deal that it was, you know, to get around people buying, like auto buying them. It was, we have these in stock, but you have to come in and buy them in store. And it was a Dell, I want to say it was one of the Alienware ones. And literally it was a 4090 GPU in them. And they were selling them for basically the cost of what people were buying the 4090 for at the time. And you know, the rest of the system was, I mean, good, but it wasn't like superbly like fantastic. So this guy was like, yeah, I just went and bought 2 of them. And he literally bought, actually it was like, he bought 2 of them, took the 4090 out for his use, and sold the other 4090, basically covering the cost of one system, and then sold the 2 systems with cheaper GPUs he was able to get used and made a profit on it. You know, it was like, I mean, it's a lot of effort, you know, more than I'd want to put in, but yeah, it was like, you had to go in and get it. You couldn't order it online and ship it. You had to buy it in person, in store. But it was like just a crazy deal that, you know, you could go in and buy the whole system with the 4090 for what people were, you know, online retailers were selling a 4090 for by itself. Oh boy, you know what? I can compress a couple things. There we go. That helps. Yeah, there we go. Making some room. Oh, I need power. Where's that power? There it is. Yep, okay. It's time. Build another power thing because I am obviously cutting it close with my current power use. There you go. Ooh, let me see. Obviously, I don't have a lot in the way of tokens, but I can go ahead and toss. Look at that. Boom. If I remember right, and I want to say probably hasn't changed. I don't think the stacking actually worked with the rocket. Yeah, did not work. So I'm actually gonna do that. Even though it's not full, I'm gonna go ahead and launch it right now. So we got 10 minutes. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna drink, and easiest route, at least to me, easiest route, straight through here, waterfall area. And you know, I know there's some stuff around there. There's a crash ship thing over there. Also, golden crate over here. Haven't gotten yet. So I can't grab that stuff, but we're gonna head to the crater base. And it's just easier to go this route, to me. Also, that's very nice where that shortcut they added that opens up. It's just super nice and easy that it's right there next to where you find this golden crate. I got a golden seed. Yeah, that's like literally makes it super easy to find that golden crate now. No longer like, okay, which one of these plateau things, you know, slabs is it? It's just, yeah, just go to that one. Just go straight out and go up the hill and turn left. Okay, I already see that. And there we go. Through the water. Okay, come on. I can't. I'm about to say, I think I can pick them up. It's not wanting to let me pick them up. Oh, targeting is like off down here. Something is like messing with the targeting down here. Higher up the crater rim, and then it gives the, yeah, the thing. All right, you know what? Okay, I'm going up. He doesn't need power anymore. So I'll take the power. You know, go this way. I feel like this one also had a room with a false wall. Message down. Yep, can't get the message out. Well, that's why you can't get your message out. You took down your antenna. You know, you got it sitting inside. All right. Yep. I'm about to run out of space. Ooh, wait. No, 100. There we go. Oh yeah, you gotta take the quartz. Oh, hey, I got breathable atmosphere. Looky, looky. I don't have to worry about my O2 anymore. Which now, you know, this is one of those cases where the vehicle would be useful, so I have storage on the vehicle. But honestly, again, it goes back to, like, I mean, I, you know, kind of don't need the vehicle. Like, I've unlocked too much stuff already that makes it unnecessary. Yeah. Like, why not just, I could literally just say instead, bring the ingredients for a teleporter to place here, teleport back, drop stuff off, teleport again, get the rest of the stuff in the base, pick up the teleporter, and then scoot back. And it would be more effective. Plus, this is not exactly a place I would expect the Rover to navigate to very fluidly. Now, if it was like a hovercraft, you know, not Rover, but a little hovercraft, so it can handle a little bit rougher terrain because it's hovering, also would be able to go over water, I could, you know, see it being a little bit more useful at this moment, but that's really just gonna be decoration. I think in the end I may do a little bit of driving around with it. May just I'll build like a garage to stick the Rover in, and just kind of be like, that's my garage. It's just cosmetic. Okay. I didn't get the seeds, did I? I came back, I put the other seeds away. I did not get seeds for these. No, I did not. I distracted myself and went about doing other stuff. Okay. I need the bigger storage too. It's another thing I need. Let's get let's use up the blue chip. Do not give me a vehicle thing. Oh, why? Why is it gotta be all vehicles? Every upgrade now is the vehicle. I don't care. I don't need that many vehicle upgrades. I really don't. Alright. Rocket engines, so that's nice. Little addition there. Ooh. I got. Yes! There we go. I have to toss that. 10, yeah. Okay. Yep. Grab eggplants. Okay, yeah. I am gonna do a foundation grid for some larvae. Because I don't want to have to keep doing that. I want to get this stuff out. What? Actually, I'll probably keep this just for the fact that it will help to have the extra production, but I can get me a couple of outdoor gardens going for eggplants to automate some production over there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You know what? I got enough. Let's just go ahead and do the grid. Oh, I see. I got angled foundations. Obviously, slope for a ramp, so you can build your own little ramp. I do kind of like the fact that we got this. But the drawback for me is that while it does give you that angle, it does not let you rotate and snap that to it. If you could use the angle to then snap that way and build different directions, so it would be like, oh yeah, this is gonna snap, and now you could turn it at a 45 degree, I'd be thrilled. But otherwise, I see no use for the half slab one. That does not give me any real sense of use at the moment. I mean, maybe if you want to be able to create a different shape, like on the outer edge of something, you know, kind of almost like a contour to your design, you know, go for it. I feel like not adding the ability to use it as a way to turn the angle and lets you then start, like, you know, basically create a rotation where, oh, I'll build that, now I can build this way, and then I turn it again and build that way. You know, that's a missed opportunity. You know what? I got water. Why not? Come on. Come on, no, you larvae. Come on, larvae. Big old platform for you. Seriously, they should be spawning at least something at this point. I've been in the process of building a platform and had them just start spawning like crazy. Like, I had some earlier. I had a common one spawn earlier. Why am I having none at this point? Like, literally, I have none going to show up. You got that, you know? That's... Come on. I should have something by now. Something not working right. Yeah, that's... I seriously should have something, at least one. Oh, let me see. Tree seeds. Duh, that's what is, okay. Perfect. 2 of these. For the 2 of these. Plants. 5080 cars are rumored to be 10% faster than the 4090. I mean, 10% is... I mean, the fact that it's the next step down is nice. You know, it's like... it's the same way it's been, you know, for a few years. Like, you go Intel, it's... this generation i7 is going to be on par or slightly above the previous generation i9. You know, you go back enough generations and it's like, here's a 14th gen i3 and it's better than this i9, you know, from this generation. In terms of speed, you know, core count, you know, you may run into more problems with that if you need a certain number of cores, but with the way Intel's doing the performance and efficiency cores now, that seems to be becoming less of a big issue. But yeah, if it's only 10% faster, and that's rumored, when it comes out, they actually could show it. If it is 10% faster, it's got to be more than 10% cheaper for me to consider it. Like, why? Like, I wouldn't pay the same price for 5080 as a 4090 for just that 10%. Granted, I'm not going to buy a 4090 either. If it was a case of, do I want a 5080 or 4090, and I had to have a card, I would, of course, go with the newer one, the 5080, unless it was, like, priced significantly higher. But, you know, just 10%, I feel like it's got to be priced cheaper in the end to make it a worthwhile consideration. Oh, I used all my zeolite up at some point. Huh. Okay. Let's go. Oh, Shriox seed. I got Shriox seed. Oh, I got that. All right, mutagen tier 2. I actually have some, but that's the next insect unlock. You see how long it's taking. Where's the insect rocket? Oh, that's a nice big upgrade there. I guess I'm gonna have to do the butterfly farm. Actually, what is it? That's 30 per second energy, 75 on the insects. So base is 139 per second and 20. So yeah, let's take out this and let's see if I can build. Well, I need some nuggets. Gotta get my plastic nugs. Well, since this is not spawning me any larvae at the moment. Oh, and wait, let me double check. Nope. Wow, okay, so they fixed it now that you can actually build these on the foundation perfectly legit. It's not a case of okay, I can't stack them. Okay. It's not a case now that, you know, before you could not build them on the foundations. It was like, why? That doesn't make sense. Yes, it's got some grassy stuff around it, but why is it? Why is that happening? And now it seems like they fixed that. Or maybe for some reason build constraints is letting it happen even though I don't have the build constraints disabled. And you can place them so much denser. I'm gonna I'm gonna laugh, but not be surprised if it ends up being this is the one that's doing that, and the bigger one still won't let you build here. That's like an oversight that they messed up something. Okay. You know what? I'll take all of it. Take all of it. And you know what? Might as well. Oh, well, it's not full yet, so okay. We'll do a bunch of fertilizer and bacteria sample. I got a tree bark. I'll just throw that in there. So let's look. Shriots is that. I happen to have the tier 2. So I will put in that. Assuming it's cancel sequencing. It was, oh, because I took the tree bark out. Yeah, okay. So what was it? Just those. I'm just gonna manually do this one. So we'll make sure I get that one. I will get the Shriots because of the oxygen boost there. Okay. Oh, yeah, let me check on my my money. 444. Okay, so I got some money. I didn't notice it coming back. Oh. Still not getting any larvae, and it's concerning me now. And that I feel like something has broken. Because I had larvae earlier, and now I have none. Did I launch too many of the wrong rocket? Is that it? I'm saving, which I haven't saved yet anyway, and I'm going to load back and see if it does anything. They fix the rocket issue? I mean, you can still launch multiple ones. You just can't, like, hold control and mass click them, you know, to build them on top of each other anymore. Oh, great. I got to have a solar quartz for better light. Okay, that's... Alright, the fact that you can pick up the vehicle does help with the fact of getting you around certain terrain, but I'm assuming if there's anything in storage, you can't pick up the vehicle. I'm actually going to test that real quick. Let's just dump some stuff in storage. Yep, item storage is not empty. So if you take it somewhere and you have to pick it up to get it to the location because of terrain where it doesn't work very well driving on the terrain, you're gonna have to drive back, or you can't really come back. That's, and then throwing that in, I mean, yeah, you go find those caves, you get some solar quartz from the cave. That just feels out of place, though. It just feels out of sequence to me. Like, it's just certain things that are coming too late for it to be actually useful in the game. That's not going up as fast as I would like. Osmium rod, awesome. Actually, because I got a lot of osmium. Oh, and look at that. Now I've got the tier 2. Tier 2 tree spreader, finally. There we go. Cleaned up my osmium, and yeah, that's better. Okay. So now let's see if I get some larvae that I really, really need. I'm hoping it's not a thing with one of the mods that's causing the larva to stop. Oh, nope, there it is. Look, I got a larva. So something bugged. I mean, look, yeah, something was bugged with the larva generation. The larva spawning stopped. And all I can think of is I just spammed too many rockets. Maybe the fact that I spammed the rockets where they were like colliding with each other. That's your punishment now for doing that. No more larva for you. Start again. Yay. I got an uncommon. All right, so I will get a bee larva. Give me one more. Come on, one more. Uncommon. Just one. There we go. So I feel like there was a larva that spawned in before I started spamming the plant rockets, and then there was no more larva coming in. Okay. So I really need to get one more silk larva to even it out, but I want bees first. Goody. Okay. Shriots. We're gonna swap one tree spreader. You know what? It's only a tier 1, but hey, you know, do that. Gigabyte, I'm gonna say is not reliable. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I will not buy any more Gigabyte products. That was the main problem I had with the previous gaming system. The motherboard was Gigabyte, and that is it didn't fail on me, but it should have. It really should have just failed under warranty period, so I got it replaced because it was just completely unstable. And it's just one of those things, like suddenly it just would not boot until I discharge voltage. Other cases where it would not recognize that there's a drive plugged in. Like, I know I've told this at least once, but I had one issue where one time on that old system with the Gigabyte board, it stopped recognizing one of my hard drives from my videos. When I record the video, it went to one of the drives, and that drive would not show up when it booted. It wouldn't see it plugged in. So unplug it, replug it, you know, still doesn't see it. So unplug it and take that cable and plug it into the other drive that it was seeing, started the computer up. Now suddenly it doesn't see the other drive. Okay, so I'm like, all right, maybe it's the cable or that SATA port. So I put the drive that had been working back on this cable and tried a different SATA cable. Or actually, no, I tried a different SATA plug, started up, and it still wouldn't see either drive. So now a drive that was working on its cable and its SATA port suddenly was no longer recognized. So then I tried swapping my main drive to one of those other ports, and suddenly it won't see it. And the only way I could get the motherboard to actually recognize that there were drives plugged in was I had to completely disconnect every drive, like had them completely unplugged, nothing plugged into any SATA port on the motherboard. Power it up, let it see there's no drives, say that there's no drives, which it was already doing anyway with the drives plugged in, but I had to do it that way. And then once I did that, shut it off, plug the drives back up in the original configuration with the original cables, turn it back on, and it boots right up. Sees the drives, no problems. That is, I have never seen that in any other motherboard. And at work, we've just seen too many problems with Gigabyte products as well. Gigabyte is not reliable. It is not. They may have been at one point, and maybe some of their stuff is starting to become reliable again, but they are very low quality products, in my opinion. I won't buy Gigabyte ever again. Honestly, MSI board, it's MSI board I've got in my Ryzen server. It works fine. It's good. And this build is an Asus board. And other than the Asus, software that you gotta use with the updates and everything, the digital herpes that you have to infect your computer with in order to keep like certain things up to date, from Asus. Other than that, this is rock solid. That's the one thing I really don't like with the Asus stuff is, what is it called? The Armory Crate? Yeah, the Armory Crate. I really don't like that. It's not a good app. It's not, I mean, it looks polished visually, but actual functionality, it's not polished. I mean, it is so slow to respond on things. Not like, oh, you know, you click and it just waits to load. It's like you click, it loads the window, and then you gotta wait 15-20 seconds sometimes for it to load up. It's like, oh yeah, here's the driver. You know, oh, and the driver downloads don't even work through it. I was having a problem trying to get it to update the network drivers and such as that. I ended up just having to go get them from Asus website because it would download, say installed, tell me to restart. I restart, and then it'd be like, oh hey, you're still on this version, you need this driver, and it would make me do the process again. I ended up just having to download the drivers manually from Asus website and install them that way, and it worked fine. So that's my complaint against Asus. The hardware is good, but their software is not. Gigabyte's just all around not good. The most weird computer problem I've had to deal with in IT. I'm not gonna say, like, all right, define weird. Like, you mean like just off the wall, like this seems crazy kind of thing? Like, I can't believe somebody did this or thought this or tried this? Or are you talking about weird in that it's one of those things where it makes no sense why it was not working or working kind of thing? Because, you know, in IT, from a tech standpoint, weird is also applicable to, it's weird that that was even working. It shouldn't have worked at all. From a technological, this is how things actually function kind of standpoint, you know, it can be that. Now, if you say weirdest, like, tech support situation that I've had to deal with, like actually fixing an issue, I've got a couple of good ones on that. Kind of want to hear both now. I can't think of the weirdest one, like as far as the absolute weirdest, like why is this working, it shouldn't be working. I can't think of that. I can tell you one I did have to deal with literally yesterday. And it's a fun one to say only because it helps to reiterate why I hate Comcast and why they are such a garbage company. Absolute garbage. Because the way they handle certain things and their stuff just absolutely makes no sense. I can tell you that one. And it was because I was replacing a firewall for a client, and it was an upgrade from their existing firewall to a new one. And I had actually gone through the migration tool, everything migrated, and this client has several remote sites that have to connect by VPN. So those sites are VPN'd back to the main office with the main firewall, which is the one I was replacing. And so I replaced it, and everything seems to be working. All their filtering, the geographic based blocking, everything worked, but the VPNs would not come up. And I'm looking at logs. I'm on the new one. I'm on one of the remote sites. I'm testing. I'm going through every change I can. And basically the logs are saying timeouts on one thing. On the other one, it's saying duplicate transmissions. So it's like stuff was getting through, but not getting back through. And then it was occasionally getting that, like, oh, it's negotiating phase 1, then it gets to phase 2, then it times out in phase 2. And it was just like, I kept scratching my head. I worked on it for like an hour. And it was, the thing was, everything was literally identical to the old firewall in terms of configuration. I mean, everything was ported over. The problem was Comcast. So the firewall was on a static IP address, and despite having everything set to pass all traffic through to it on the Comcast side, and the way it's supposed to work, like on my firewall at home, if I set it to connect, like allow port 80 for a website, I'm gonna host my own website, or you know what, let's say I'm hosting a game server, you know, I'm gonna host this, I have to have a certain port open. So I have just port 80, which is the web port. I have that open so that it points to my server that I'm running. So let's say you're going to connect in and play on the game with me. I have that open, and on my firewall, if I change the server out, if I physically change the server out, I upgrade it to a new computer, as long as I put that same IP address back on the server, like the new server is the exact same IP address that the old one was, everything works. That is a normal firewall function. You go based on, if you set it to point everything to this IP address, then that IP address is what matters on a normal firewall. On Comcast firewall, that doesn't matter. I had to go in, and even though the VPN, everything, the static was set right, I had to go in the Comcast firewall, and I just realized I put the wrong C's in there. I had to go in the Comcast gateway, the Comcast bots that they make you use, and tell it, okay, even though this already has this IP address, I'm telling you again to have this IP address for this device, this new one that already has this address. Literally, it has what you think it has, but I've got to tell you again that it has this, and then it just immediately worked. So I learned yesterday that the Comcast implementation on their firewall elements of their gateways is absolutely backwards from anybody else. Anybody else. Because that was just an absolute, like, I can't believe they produced this kind of moment. That's weird, because it was this should not be how it is done. There is no excuse for having it done this way. Like, there is no excuse for it being done like that, but it is. And it's weird just because of the fact that literally nobody else is doing it like that. It's, you point to this, you know, it's like a house address. You point to this house, it doesn't matter who's living there, the address is still the same for the house. But somebody else moves in, and now you've got to tell the post office, hey, even though you're delivering mail to this address, we've got to tell you who lives there now, because otherwise you stop delivering mail to that address. It's that kind of thing. It was just absolutely stupid, but you know, it's weird because who thought that was a good idea to handle it that way at Comcast? Like, seriously, some idiot at Comcast decided to do it that way. Nobody else does it like that. No other vendor I've ever encountered and worked with has done it like that. So that's the one that happened this week. As far as like the weirdest stories, hi Kopaz, thanks for joining in. Oh, and you're welcome. I always try to, if I can, remember to put the mods in. So if you're interested in what I'm using, it's there. I try to provide the information. But as far as weirdest story in my over a decade now of working in IT, doing everything customer service for like just an ISP and doing, you know, tech support for businesses, all that. Weirdest call was literally gonna still be my first call I got when I went on as customer service at a internet provider. And it was a guy calling me because his internet was out. And he was so drunk off of vodka martinis, he could not get out of his chair to go and walk across the room, unplug the modem, and plug it back up. And it was like 2 or 3 in the afternoon on a Friday. He was so drunk, he could not get up out of his chair. And all he could do was just, you know, laugh and carry on with me about, I'm drunk on a Friday afternoon on vodka martinis. Don't you wish you could be too? And my first day, that was one of my first calls, my first day at that job. And that call is the reason we set up a new policy that if the customer will not unplug and power cycle the modem, until they do, we will not send out any techs to their house to work on it. Because literally the tech that had to go out to their house, all they did was unplug it, plug it back up. That became the policy after that call, because this person was drunk and would not get out of their chair. But they were happy and bragging about that fact. Now, weird one didn't happen to me. It happened to one of the girls that was working second shift. I remember talking about one time was, have you ever, some people here I know have seen the show in the 90s, Home Improvement with Tim Allen. And one of his things from that show, the character's mannerisms was more power. Always looking for ways to increase horsepower or whatever. So somebody called in at second shift support. And again, this was an internet provider. All we're supposed to do is troubleshoot the internet. But this was somebody calling and asking us for help with their computer. They're saying, you know, things were running slow. And of course, the tech going through it like, oh, okay, your internet's slow. No, finally came down to their computer was running slow. And then they say like, hey, if I go hook up my propane tank to this, will it go faster? Let that sink in. They literally said, if I hook up my propane tank to this, will it go faster? And this is somebody who, not even like, how do I hook up my propane tank to it? Just, if I hook the propane tank up to it, will it go faster? Not, is it possible to do that? It's just, I'm going to do it. Tell me, will it work or not? And tech, of course, said, no, do not hook up your propane tank. That's dangerous. That won't work. And literally the person said, I don't believe you. I'm going to try it, and hung up on him. Now, that may have been somebody just messing with them, but that's always, when I heard that story, my first thought was Home Improvement, Tim Allen's character, just gonna hook up for more power. And that person probably, if they actually did try that, probably blew themselves up. Just go ahead and say it. If they did actually do it, then they probably blew themselves up. Yeah, be honest, that's probably a good thing if that's the case, because that kind of person need to, you know, they need a Darwin Award. They need to be rewarded for getting themselves out of the gene pool. Not gun. Okay. All right, I gotta get some mutagen going so I keep the bees going, because I want to get some more gardens. All right, so I've got now hopefully, this fairly automated. I just got, yeah, this is going, not ready. I gotta go get me some, sulfur. I need to go check my sulfur production. See, that's weird that I'm assuming it's the rockets that did it. Something hosed up my larva spawning. And all I can think is the bundle of rockets I launched. Okay. Yeah, let's go get sulfur. I need it. Yeah, that person, I don't know, they never mentioned the person sounded like they were drunk, just sounded more like they were extremely redneck and dumb. You know, wanting to hook up the propane. And, you know, King of the Hill, you know, he had that whole thing of selling propane, you know, it was that, but there's cases, you know, on the Home Improvement show where he actually, like, hooked up, like, propane or something like that to, like, some device they were testing on their little show that would always, he was always trying to get more horsepower out of it, or power out of something, and it ended up being, it always messed up in some bad way. So yeah, King of the Hill did have the propane aspect, but it was Home Improvement where it was always a case of he was trying to hook up something to it. And I'm pretty sure I remember there was at least one episode where Tim Allen's character was talking to his kids, and he's talking about his computer being slow and or needing more power. And I want to say, I don't think it was necessarily propane that he did, but I feel like, yeah, there was something he did in that episode to try and make the computer faster and end up, like, destroying the computer. You know, I'll just put... Let's do that. Right there, it gives me some, and... rest of the sulfur over here. There we go. So now, this will, actually, yeah, well, you know what? I'll eat it just because it's an uneven number at the moment. Look at that. I think I'm going to put this fertilizer up here. So I can, yeah, get some more rockets. Okay, I got what I need for some plant rockets. So that's good. Let's see, I may go ahead and do... I need to go ahead and put, like... Ooh, you know what? Actually... Yeah, maybe just go ahead and do... Where is it? I need osmium. Alright, I'll go... Well, oh, I don't need osmium. I got osmium. I just need to go and get... some osmium rods recycled, but... I haven't been over there yet, and you saw how much sulfur I had sitting there. Let's go to the osmium cave, too. I need to get some stuff. Download more ram.com. Yes. Long-running joke. Download more ram.com. Why pay a big store money? You could just download more RAM. You know, haven't even checked to see if that site is still live. I'm assuming it's still live. Now would be a great time to have it active because there's so many laptops, especially all these newer laptops, because they're trying to go so small, so thin. You got these newer laptops that if you don't buy it with the amount of RAM you want, you're not upgrading. You know, there's a lot of them doing that. Now, some of them are still doing it where you can buy the laptop and it'll come with a fixed amount of RAM that's soldered on, and then there'll be one expansion slot that you could throw some RAM in. But there's so many of the super thin ones now that you can't upgrade the RAM. You can't add more because it's just straight soldered. throat got dry for a second. Let's see. What? Hi, Timmy. Let me see. How close am I on that? I am at 4 of 13, so that is not speeding up enough on that. I need to get more pressure going. What was that I was gonna do? Oh yeah, the auto crafter. Let's go ahead and get auto crafter out here. I think I'm just gonna, you know, kind of, because of space, park it like right, well, right here. Actually, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna rotate it. Do it this way. I'll just build them here. That way they can reach the farms over here. And that will produce my nuggets. Because water... Actually, ooh, yeah, I don't have any water balls. Okay, I need to get a water collector going over here then. Hopefully that is... I wish this would show up easier. Hopefully that's in range. If not, I can move it over. Actually, you know, I'll just go ahead and do it. There. I'll just turn that off. Yeah, nugget, and I'll go ahead and build a second one again since I got the parts. Because there's something else I can grow up here. Well, you know what? I could do... yeah, I could do the high quality food if it can reach the other side where my beehives are. If not, then... I guess I could move the silk out here. I don't know. Oh, I do have enough to build one of those. Which is... appealing. Or I don't. Alright. We're gonna do an extractor of the tier 2 variety. And now there we go. Gotta grab that, you know. So what I know, I've got plenty waiting to be used, so it's not like a concern to get up there. I'll come back with it. Maybe pick up some more larvae along the way. Let's get an obsidian extractor going. Yeah, you know, it's one of those things of like the not being able to upgrade your RAM. It's, you know, it falls, I would say, honestly, under the right to repair. Not even so much upgrade, but what happens if the RAM goes bad? Well, you just scrapped the whole computer now. Yeah, that falls under right to repair. Now, in that case, they could say, oh, yeah, it's okay. Yep, the consumer can repair it. It's not going to void the warranty. Except for the fact, to repair it, you're going to have to desolder the RAM and solder the new RAM onto it. There's this, they found a way to kind of skirt around it, and they did it. But it technically should just fall under right to repair, because when that RAM fails, you can't take, sometimes the RAM goes bad, you can't take it out if it's soldered to it. And you know, the excuse is just that they've got to do that in order to make it small enough for it to work. There we go. So right here, no obsidian. Up the hill, obsidian. Yeah, that's definitely, you know, it's like, I get it. You know, you're trying to make laptops small. You want to have it like that's the selling point to get people to be like, oh, it's such a small laptop. Oh, it's so light. I get it. That's your selling point. But again, that's why there's been so many companies dealing with the whole, you know, people being up in arms about right to repair. You need to have the ability to repair it. If you can't repair it, then that should not happen. Granted, you know, you can't make everything repairable. Like, you know, you can't make this one piece of the motherboard repairable without soldering. You know, there's gonna be certain limitations, of course, to that. And you see, some companies will use it like everything's on one motherboard. So if the power jack on the laptop goes out, you've got to replace the whole motherboard. But then there's other companies that will do it, and you know, it's also same company can do both ways. But you'll see in some laptops where there'll be, here's the main board, the motherboard, and then here's a daughter board, secondary one that's just for the power. So if the power goes bad, you can replace that board and the jack without having to solder anything, desolder anything. But, you know, it's like technically, you know, if you know soldering, it's repairable. Even if you have to desolder the old jack and put the new jack on, it's technically repairable. That's why the right repair thing falls under, like, to a certain degree, it's got to be repairable by a normal consumer or by a, you know, regular computer repair shop. But I mean, we don't do any soldering on anything because you're not guaranteed to fix the problem. You may actually cause a problem. You may mess something up even worse. It might be like, oh, you're going to desolder this RAM to fix to upgrade the RAM, and end up you frying something on the board. You get something crossed the wrong way, boom, you just fried the board. Now the company's responsible for paying to replace it. So that's, yeah, that's, you know, if you're buying a laptop now, you gotta be careful what you buy. And basically you gotta look, see if it is, if the RAM is soldered on. If the RAM is soldered to the board, you can't upgrade, you can't replace. If it goes bad, you're scrapping the whole computer. You know, but back to the download more RAM, I kind of see that being so much more of a, you know, could be a popular meme going right now where people can say, oh, got your laptop and can't upgrade the RAM? Just download more RAM. Downloadmoreram.com. I mean, you know, it used to be you could get laptops where you could actually swap the processor out. Like, it wasn't soldered into the motherboard on the laptop. You could literally take the processor out and put a different one in, just like you could with a desktop. That doesn't happen anymore either. Most of the time now, you're not going to find that option on any laptops you buy. Same if they have discrete graphics, a dedicated graphics card. A lot of times it's soldered right into the motherboard, and you're not going to be able to replace it if it goes bad. Batteries, you know, on laptops used to be you just have a couple things on the back, you pop the battery out, you buy a new one, you replace it. Now, a lot of them you have to take the whole back of the laptop off. And some of the batteries, they span almost the entire laptop, and you have to go and hook like a couple of different cables. You have to take out a dozen screws, just get the laptop battery out. And you know, the older ones that were like the hard plastic shell, typically if they swelled up, if the battery pack itself started swelling up, you didn't see it because it was inside the plastic shell. Now you get these like battery packs that they just swell and bulge, and they start to warp the actual chassis of the laptop. Jason, you made it. Yeah, there are some desktops that you used to be able to two CPUs on. I mean, now you can still technically do it in a desktop. There are server grade workstations, not like they don't call them desktops, they're workstations, and you can buy a desktop chassis with a dual server CPU board, so you can have two like Intel Xeons in a desktop, but you're not going to be doing it like two i9s. These are for specifically server builds, server type stuff, and you're using it as a server or using it for stuff like now AI, and of course, and you've got some of these workstations that there'll be people doing it for After Effects, things like that, where they're wanting that extra processing power by having it done that way. I mean, yeah, you can go and get dual processor boards still, but it's not going to be a standard. You know, in most cases, it's not going to be a standard like Intel or Ryzen board, processor. It's going to be you're buying a Xeon or an Epic. Jason is I don't know if he actually just became a sponsor. I think it's just he's renewing. I don't know why it's saying sponsor suddenly. It's just his membership renewed. Okay. Oh, yep. There we go. There we go. I was looking for the circuit boards. Come on. Click. Oh, I heard the thing. Yeah, Jenny has to show off hers. Alright, apparently that might actually be getting used. Yep, it is actually producing my nuggets. Alright, in that case, I can go and toss that in. And that. I get some more eggplants tossed over here, help with this. Probably have more than enough on it. Now we go toss that larva in. Oh, yep, it burned through all those. I got a bunch of bees. Okay, do I have... beehive 2? No, I don't. But I do have silk still going. I wish the trees would not grow into your base. That's one thing, with the trees, when they were specifically in range of the spreader, it gave you control over that. Now that they're just going to freely spread everywhere, it's... yeah. You joined on the very last original Subnautica stream? That is a long time ago. Come on, yeah, I need more fabric. Actually, how much do I need money-wise? For that, I need the big room. Not the round. I need the 3x3. I need 10,000. Well, obviously, I'm not going to get there very quickly with the trade. Like I am at the moment. That's, I know what to do. What I was going to get obsidian for. Boom. Actually, I'll go ahead. I'll take some food. All right. So we'll go back to this one. I know it's got the reactor spot. And I remember it's at 1, I think, is all it needs, is one of the little cells. And that'll give me some more containers to empty out. Actually, I can't remember if I did even bother. I know I never, like, opened it. Nope, did not open it. It was one of the ones I was like, I'm gonna save that for later. Okay. Okay, oh, yeah, I gotta watch for the circuit board collection thing. There we go. Yep, like that. Okay. Oh, drone station! I got drone station! Yay! I can do some droning. Oh, you can't get it back still. Okay. I think at one point they changed it so you couldn't get it back anymore. I felt like, yeah, it's the people. I didn't like that. It's like you don't really need it after you get inside and take stuff out. Ooh, yeah. This should. Yes, tokens. 1,500, 1,700, 2,700. Now, there is a mod. I haven't tested it yet, but there is a mod. Somebody added more decorative storage options. It's basically just like the new locker for the spacesuits and like the big safe. Like that, those designs, you actually, there's a mod where you can get those and build them in the game. Right now, I haven't seen a, reason to bother with it. Yeah, it gives you some more cosmetics, but I'm not so worried about the cosmetics at the moment. Maybe later I might do that, but storage wise, I just really want to max out what I have, and those are not necessarily going to be the most efficient ones, I expect. Not compared to like the big top tier locker. Okay, so I think I've got everything. Oh, no, it is locked. Okay, you can't get it out in... I mean, at one point it was that way, and the people kind of complained about them changing it so it was locked in. I thought they had fixed that back because of players complaining, but obviously they didn't. You would fall asleep because school started too early for you? When I was doing streams like in the evenings, back when I had more time to do stuff like that. Volnus. So that's a nice catch right there. Let's see. That. Yeah, just gonna toss that in now. Boom. Bunch more rockets. Always nice. Look at that. Bunch of rockets. Oh yeah, we'll go ahead and toss that in. There we go. Yeah, there is, what is it? This, yeah, see, I got mutagen. I'll throw this mutagen in and that one. And I can have, I'll go ahead and grab like a couple more bacteria samples. to match the mutagen count. Now I can do some seed spreaders. Okay, so I have definitely not 10,000, but I'm, you know, 3,200. Yeah, see, I don't care about that one. Oh, fountain, that's interesting. That's interesting, but don't care about that. I really don't care about that one, I think. Really not fan of the rounded style one. I want that. I want the 10,000 for the 3x3 so I can get over there and start building the permanent base. Okay, what am I missing on that? Probably the water. But obviously that one's in range, so let's go ahead and put, there we go. Yeah, kind of throws you off when you don't have to worry about water for drinking anymore. Let's see, what can I, water life collector, I'm way off from that. Where am I at on these? Ecosystem 6425, definitely not there yet. That's 50T, that's 64. I need more insects. So I guess it might be time to get some butterfly non-golden larva going, because, well, you know, I don't have... Well, I did get mutagen tier 2, right? Yeah, I got mutagen tier 2 unlocked. So I should be able to... Oh, it's gonna do that one. All right, well, you know what? Fine. We'll go ahead. I'll start doing some rare larva for... Yeah, I'm gonna end up getting some of those. That's fine. But you know what? The good thing is I've got a recycling option for that. I do need to kind of clear some space out, though, before that happens, because that's not recycled. I've got all this. I gotta... Yeah. Subnautica, I mean, Subnautica 2 should have more designs, I think, in terms of options. I'm not gonna say like go crazy with it, because, you know, realistically, how much are they going to, you know, be designing underwater habitats around looking nice? You know, they're gonna be designed realistically for keeping you alive underwater. So you're not gonna have too many, you know, cosmetic variations, because it's not cosmetically driven. And also, to that end, you're not gonna have anything like super crazy big, because you gotta worry about the water pressure. And obviously Subnautica is going to have stuff with the hull strength and the, you know, pressure on the hull. So I would really like to see it where instead it's more of like, you know, we have, yes, it's space age, we've got space age materials, so we can handle bigger rooms because of more advanced building materials that we've come up with. But have it be where like the bigger rooms are like the materials they require do take a little bit longer to get to. Like in this, I've got to get 10,000 tokens so I can get the large room, you know, the 3x3 room unlocked. It's not so much the materials needed, but there is that barrier to it just being like a simple thing. And I feel like that is one thing they would need to do to keep it more balanced in the next Subnautica game, is make it where there is a barrier to entry, basically, that keeps you from just, oh yeah, unlocking it too quickly. You know, kind of like, can't remember who it was that said it, but there was like a comment on the Beluga sub about the requirements, because of some of those making it where it's pretty much at that point almost pointless, because you're getting late enough in the game, you don't need it. If you're just gonna, you know, if you're playing the game for the game, the story, to finish the game and playing it as a story driven playthrough, where you're not just, I'm gonna take time to build bases, the resource materials needed for building the Beluga sub make it pointless by that time. Same as like the vehicle, now that I've got unlocked, is pretty much for me pointless at this time. You know, it's a cosmetic, it's something nice to have, but it's not something that is like, oh man, this is exactly what I need, this makes such a difference. It doesn't. Oh, that's working so great now, and that's, oh yeah, I'm so thrilled to have that stuff going. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, not full, but getting there. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab all of it. Boom. That's plenty of bark. Tree root. Really isn't root. But you know, that's what it's called. So we'll put 3 of those in, and the rest I'm gonna put for rockets, because that is a slower material to obtain at times. Okay, like, all right, if I can get, and I don't think it's gonna happen at this point, but if I can get to the ecosystems today and get better production going for larvae, my goal is, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build me, like I did in the last save, a separate station for silk larvae, and go ahead and let the silk larva just start mass producing. Go and load up stuff I need over there to produce all the silk larvae I can, in order to spam production of fabric, and then use fabric with the trade rocket, so it's just constantly going, and it becomes a, you know, I don't have to touch it anymore. Especially now that I just remembered I've got drones unlocked, and I need to figure out where I'm going to put that. Oh, of course, gotta make another fusion cell Meduger. That's a worthwhile sacrifice. Let's put it up here for now. It's fine. It's totally cool. Doesn't matter that it's up here. I mean, it's up in the air. It's easier for them to reach, you know? All right. Actually, I should have, I got plenty of super alloy. I need some these. Yeah, that should be enough. So all right, go toss both those in, and hopefully there we go. Lovely. That auto deposit from the recycler to containers is just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Okay, I cannot make circuit boards at the moment, but I've got circuit boards, so actually, oh yeah. Is that 5? Yes, I've got 5 total. Good. So now, trying to think what I want to put them to use for first. Really, I need storage. You know, here. You know, well, almost done. When this finishes, I'm going to throw some extra storage up here for uranium rods and iridium rods, and I'm gonna clear those out from down below, and that will free up some space in the recycler storage, the recycled storage, which I need. And I can set the drones going to the 2 auto crafters for that. Apparently those are growing at a different speed. Okay. Or, oh, apparently it auto harvested them, I guess. Okay. I didn't think it would harvest from those automatically. Yeah, we're gonna do that and that. Put the booties back to back booty right there. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to set this for uranium and uranium. That old iridium. Iridium. That's it. That's how you say it. Everybody else is wrong. It's iridium. You know what? That's probably enough, but hey, I've got the resource. Ooh, what? Was it? It's something to do with the cross between the two. Like it built there, but not there. So whatever. Mushrooms. There you go. Fine, do that. Okay. And keep this lovely thing going here. Even though I've got these, I still got all the food production up there. That's good. Yep, larva. Gotta grab my larva. Let's see. Alright, and then that. Let's see how I'm doing. I got some bees, still got that. Okay, I'm up to 13 now. I need 2 more actually on that. All right, yeah, and butterflies. Let's see, 250, 500, and 1,000. I'm gonna stick with the 1,000. I'm not gonna worry right now about trying to get a full gold set. I can do that later. But I will go ahead and at least take the one that's 1,000 on it, because 1,500, that's close. That is decently close. 1,000 is acceptable. Get me some more insect production going. And now, one reason why I wanted to clear, oh yeah, I need to clear all that stuff out. Need to clear that out because I'm about to go and do this. So 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna let those go auto. Let's make sure it's still, yep, puts everything back. Lovely. How close till I get them? I am 64. I'm at 12 right now. I'll have to see if I actually even have any fuses for the plants. I got plant and I got pressure. I've already got what I have like put to use as much as I want to right now. Instead of using the fuses, I'd rather just go ahead and pile out the rockets, which is what I'm gonna do shortly. And now I just need to go put this stuff back. That's still going. Okay, at 14, that should be... I know it's doing a rare larva now, so it should be Butterfly. Another one that... Oh, yes, a golden! I got me a goldie. How nice is that? Look how quickly I got a golden larva produced. That's going right in there. Now I need 2 more of those. Ooh, did I even set up... I don't remember now if I set up a zeolite cave extractor yet. I can't remember at this point. I feel like I did, but I can't remember. All right. You know what, just in case. Oh, great. Power. And no pulsar quartz. Which, was it? That's right, weird. Yeah, this weird thing for it being in the bio lab. I cannot produce any more pulsar quartz, so... Also, I have no water bottles because they're all being consumed right now. So, or well, they supposedly were. Apparently, that was outside of my range. Yeah, okay, that's 3. I ain't gonna worry about having them like on the platform or anything. I just need to get some more power. Alright. Zeolite Cave. Because I honestly can't remember if I did that or not. Oh, and while I'm at it, what I was meaning to do, I need to go to the uranium cave. I want to see the stupid drone show up. Did I even have a production fuse? I don't think I had a production fuse. And I'm not buying fuses right now. I want to save my tokens specifically for getting the 3x3 room. There we go. Coming through the terrain. Ignoring pathing. Honestly, would have thought they would have done something with that. You know, like, hey, have them actually path instead of just flying through, you know, straight line through terrain, walls, whatever. Just ignore it. No, actually have the drones path. You know, if they fly over something, fine. You know, they fly over the ravine wall, but going into the cave, they should path around the entrance. You know, just doesn't feel right having them ignore, you know, terrain. And I did not. So I was right to go ahead and make sure to bring my goodies. Yep, there we go. And I don't need this now, says I got breathable air, so. Kind of surprised no larva popping up in there right now. How's the new update so far? Well, I built the vehicle. I built the station, the garage, and I built the vehicle. I have yet to drive the vehicle. because I really, it's one of those things that I've already passed the point that feels like it's got any sort of utility to me. And I haven't gone out to look for the new biomes. Let's see, it's on the east of the map. I remember that. Is what they said was going to be there. So, you know what? Hey, let's look and see. I need a map information rocket. So I need super alloy rod and a compass. And then, or 3 compass, 2 super alloys, and oh, I got enough. Yep. So, you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and just knock that out. I'll just take an extra one. So we'll launch the map rocket and the tier 3 GPS. Do their little dance. And now I need my map microchip. Boom. Okay. So yes, I still need to get the tier 4, but still, it's the east. We're supposed to have new biomes over in this direction. And I think it's like caves. So not sure. I see that extra water right there. And I see the water there. So maybe it looks kind of nondescript because it's not fully greened yet. Still have all that over there to get to. I haven't done any of that exploring either. Alright. Put that there, and still just running out of room. Let's see. Oh, yep. So it's got one apparently coming here, or it's just showing that it's got a spot reserved for a drone delivery, I guess. I need to get these. I need bees, you know, until I get to the point, because of being able to produce bees myself through the beehive tier 2. And then once I get that, I can just produce the bees readily with that, and the honey, any overflow honey can go into recycling. Or to shredding. I mean, sorry, yeah, shredder. Again, I think I'm about to want a standalone setup for silkworm production, so I can get more of that going. It's kind of, you know, that's a catch-22. It's like I want more silkworm production and everything, but I also kind of want to have the tier 3 or the, you know, 3x3 room to start building out a big tower of silk production, which I want to say, I think the last one I had, it wasn't even that many floors of that I had of silk production. I just layered so many of them per floor, and then optimizers. It was just producing like crazy. Oh yeah, there we go. Yep, plenty of sulfur to keep that going for a while. Rare. Personally, I prefer medium rare. Maybe medium. Okay, and oh yeah, rocket in. You know what? Let's go see. I've got the stuff. We can go explore. We might as well make. Oh, super alloy storm. All right, I'm taking cover here because that is the one that's gonna like try to hit me, like desperately try to hit me. First super alloy storm of this game save. stand right here. Yeah, I'm covered. I'm gonna grab what I can, but honestly, I'm not that concerned with it. Just for the fact I do have super alloy production finally going. And jeez, look at how many is... The storm's technically over. And that's how many are still spawned in. Okay, let's see if I can find some stuff. Oh, there we go. Grab. Oh, wow, it's already like one of those despawned right in front of me. Could use something like this much earlier. You know what? I'm gonna grab it anyway. Don't care. It's more. It's less aluminum that I have to, you know, use up for crafting. All right, I think it's probably already pretty much despawned everywhere. Still, no. Okay, so I want to do, obviously, we're just gonna max it out because why not? Except for that, I don't need that. I'm not worried about the lights at all at this point. So, oh, I got explosive powder. So I need. Okay, so let's start. I need to make 2 of the tier 1, so I need some iridium and silicon. So I can make that, and I'll need obsidian. Okay, so 1 obsidian, 2 silicon, 2 iridium should be all I need. Of course, I have no obsidian with me right now. But that's okay. I need to go get, I guess, some obsidian. I can do it quickly enough. Yeah, we'll go grab obsidian. We'll go ahead. We'll make the vehicle, take it for an actual test drive. And if it's just not like mind-blowing great, I'm just gonna park it. Actually, you know what? Before I waste those resources right now doing that, let's just take it for a test drive. If it really isn't mind-blowing already, because let's see, it's equipment add-on, so you can, you know, it's the exoskeleton thing, like you can carry more upgrades. Then you got the storage, then you got the light, you got the oxygen, and the what was the other one? The beacon. You know, if it's just not amazing, I'm not liking the sound effect, I'll tell you that. I do like we get the inside view. I don't like driving that way, but I do like they at least gave us that. And it just ignores the water, but, you know, has a problem with the rock there. Is there not a speed increase? Like a speed booster, afterburner? I see the seats on the back, so obviously could be helpful in co-op where you're like, hey, I'll drive, hop on the back. You know, you do that. I can see some utility there that everybody wants to go right out to the same spot, gather supplies, and you have max out the storage, and you've got everybody's own storage. It helps with that, but it's just as, yeah, that's underwhelming. It's cool, but it's way too late in the game availability. So that's going to be decorative. I'm not going to worry about it. So I'm not even going to go get the obsidian right now. No point. Eat some food. Let's see. I need to get my pressure going so I can unlock that. All right, so I got drones going, except I did not do the uranium mine yet. I need to go do the uranium mine. So I still gotta go this direction anyway. It's different, you know, fork. So I have my drones at least delivering the iridium and uranium rods. That way, that helps. Especially uranium rods, because I'm gonna need apparently a lot more green power at the moment. Especially if I want to go ahead and start ramping up my silk production. That's a lot of silk farms we'll need power for. Honestly, I think this time I may just truly go overboard with the silk generation. Yeah, see, this is not... I mean, right now it's going to take a bunch to get this out, but... No, put that back. One click too many. There we go. I have to come here every now and then, clean those out till I get the tier 3. And oh. Tier 3, I don't have to worry about that. Just the drones come get stuff, carry it back. It's done. Honestly, yo, taking the Rover design, which I understand, we should have that, you know, in the game, some kind of land-based vehicle for alien world exploration. It makes sense, but honestly, from a utility standpoint, I feel like taking a similar design, or you know, basically cut the back of it off. Maybe take like the dome part of it, where it's got like that dome shape, but it's not, you know, take like maybe this part of it where it's like, instead of it being glass, it's kind of like, this is like the computer and optical sensor, and then you have storage. Basically cut it and have like, here's some little propulsion jets, and you have a shipping drone, not just a regular little drone, but a shipping drone that is meant to ship between, you know, like you have all these smaller drones that are meant to help grab stuff from here, take it here, or whatever like that. Then you have this big shipping drone that basically you make it more of like, you know, instead of the drones going from here way out there, you set up the shipping drone to go out there, grab the big number of resources, and come back, drop it off. And then the smaller drones are the ones that grab it and distribute it around that base area. That, to me, that would have made, you know, a lot of sense to have something like that. I kind of wish they would do that. Way too much stuff. Just too much stuff. You know what? It is not. Let's see, God. Yep. It's not gonna get me a lot, but there's stuff to put in there. Alright, so that at least gives me something I can put in there. Yeah, I'm about to start just shredding some stuff, I guess. I'm out of aluminum. Hey, look at that, yeah. Especially since I can't mass spam certain rockets, you know, like the rockets anymore. I can't just sit there and click, 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 click to build. There we go, like that. Oops. All right, that's enough for 10 of the 2 meteor rockets. If I get the other supplies put in there. So there is that, at least. Trying to think anything else I can use some of this excess on. Yeah, I just have no... oh, there is a production multiplier. Okay, so I have that. That's one I want to do for my... definitely for silk. I think would be my first one, is set it up with a few silk ones, have it going, so it's optimizing the silk production, which means more fabric production, which means more Terra tokens. I need some more storage. All right, this is... I don't like doing this because it does put it out of the way. Like, I have to come in here and go all the way to back for this, but I guess I'm about to start putting some of the overflow storage up here. Oh, yep, I knew I heard it. Oh, look at that! Perfect timing. Pink, purplish atmosphere, and 1 meteor in the sky. You know what that means. That's nice. I went from, like, garbage, you know, meteor storms to finally I got a super alloy storm, and I got this. Where's there I see it rolling off. Come here. Pulsar quartz. I'm not worried about my hydration. I'm worried about some pulsar quartz. Give me my pulsar quartz. There we go. Look at that. Because I need power. Yeah, that's you know, if I have to, I'll sacrifice the teleporters. But I kind of like the idea of having at least the 2. Goody. I know I got enough in terms of... Yes! All right. Oh, yeah. I would have Timmy dance too, but he is he's laid out. He's like looking like, what's going on? Look at that. Oh, that. Okay. That. I pet this paw, and it's the other one that feels tickled. Get that. Can I get that? Can I get that paw? Thank you. Here's my buddy. Ah, Felonious, you finally made it. In time for some Timmy. Okay. Oh, I got power. I can do some pressure now. Now, that's one of the things I think I was holding back on because of, well, osmium. I got plenty of osmium now. So, yeah, I'm about to rework this a little bit. This. Okay, actually, I did unlock a number. Okay, for now, I'll just throw this back here, and then I'll go get some obsidian so we can do the second one, the tier 2. Okay, yeah, that is going to help. Get that to line up. Yeah, look at that. Trying to make sure I stay in range of my goodies. Oh, there we go. Okay. I think that's... I'm out. All right. So, pressure... Come on. How much better is that? I didn't look beforehand. I should have looked beforehand. All right. I know one thing I want to do. All right. Let's go. Let's grab food. Alright, I'm gonna go and let's get obsidian. So I'll come back to the optimizer. I will get together the supplies. I may actually go ahead and do a run to get super alloy from the cave over there. But I think what I'll do is I'll get supplies together and we're gonna just launch 10 of each of those rockets, the meteor rockets. So I'll launch them all one after another. You know, so that's 20 rockets as quickly as I can click back and forth to do it. And with that done, I'm going to save, close, reopen, so I don't get any kind of negative effect, hopefully, from the rockets locking out the larva spawning. Also, I just don't want to get slammed with that many, you know, that many meteor storms back to back. So we'll launch the rocket so I can get the that's not a golden butterfly. That means the larva's here, right? There's one of those special larvas hanging around. I'll have to find them at some point. There's my golds. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and find those like special larvae at some point. I do want to have a collection thing going again where I showcase every type. Just because, you know. Yeah. You know what? I'll go ahead and just take all of it. Why not? Oh. So yeah, we're spam 10 heat, 10 pressure rockets. I may go ahead and see if I can get enough stuff to do. Trying to think if I guess we'll just do the plants. Maybe throw some seed ones in there and see if I've got the insect one yet. I don't think I do, but if I do, gotta get some insect rockets going. Probably have I have at least enough bees to get a couple of them. So let's go ahead and just spam some rockets so I can get the boost, and I'll save, close, reopen, so we don't have to deal with all the storms, but I can still get the benefits. So, I'm just gonna, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna go toss stuff up here. It's in range. It is usable. Is it not grown yet? Okay. Oh, all right. So, what was that I needed? Optimizer 2. Yeah, okay. Oh, I need an explosive powder. There we go. Make sure I got what I need. We'll go and and I did have another pressure fuse. Yep. Here we go. We're gonna Take that out. Rip that out. And I'm gonna throw it right here. Yeah, that's pretty much middle. Enough. Close enough. You know, maybe we go a little bit further in. Just try to make sure we get them all covered. All right, and yeah, look at that. Okay, so now we've got there it is. Plus 1,000% on that. Insect spreader rocket. Perfect timing. We can spam a few of those as well. Now, while I've got them, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and 5 more. So I've got a total of 10 drones. There we go. That covers me. I was wanting to use up my, want to make sure I didn't take these for the rocket launches without getting some more drones first. Okay. So, about to math it up here. Gaming Forever, thank you. Thank you for joining in. I'm glad you enjoyed the content. All right, SBots, math time for you. Let's see. So 30 cobalt, 30 silicon. And I've already got 30 cobalt, 30 silicon. Yep, see? So that's covered. But combining, I'm going to need 20 super alloy each. So that's 20, 20. So I need 40. And I'm going to need 20 rockets just for those. So I don't have 20 rockets. And I definitely don't have 40 super alloy right here. Let's go get some super alloy from over here. And then I'm going to get that counted first. I want to get all of them counted like I used to do when I could mass spam the rockets. And we're still going to get a good number of them. We're just not going to do like 50 on the launch pad at a single time. I want to get 20 rockets there. I'll see how many I can get of the plant seeds and some insects. So I could probably, let's go ahead and say safely, I think I get 30 rockets in a quick succession. And then save, close out, load back in so I get the benefits. And, you know what? Just unless there's like a meteor storm going now, I don't need the oxygen bases anymore. So I'm going to take all of it. All of it. Seriously, I'm ready to get the tier 3. So I don't have to worry about that. The junk. I'll get the tier 3 going and I'll be fine. I throw some tier 2s out just to get the junk stuff around the base. And I get some tier 3s. What I can do is I can get tier 3s going with the aluminum, and I can go and set up my auto crafter for super alloy rods like I did before, and have it where I'm just shipping those back instead and save some time with that. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and get that in. So I need a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 is, 40. I'll go ahead and put, just put all of it in there just to see. So yeah, I got that. That covers, except for the rockets. Let's see how many Lerma seeds I have available, as I am about to get all the rockets I can going. Yeah. Let's see how I'm doing. That looks good having it all right there. Okay. See Lerma. That's, yeah. Okay, there's 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and do. Okay, so only 2 there, and then 2 there. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do it as a 10er. 10 of those. I feel like I should have like Notepad open for this and be like jotting this down. All right, so we're gonna go with 10 rockets there. So I need 10 tree bark and 10 fertilizer plus another 10 rockets. So I've got the tree bark, I've got the fertilizer, so I'm good on that. I just need, that's now 30 rocket count. Sea spreader, let's go for 10 of those. So I'll need 10 back. Also, okay, if I go for 10 of those, that's 40 rockets. That's 80 super alloy. Let's see if I got a super. I got 94 right now, so I don't have to worry about it for that. I have Osmium Rod and Tier 2 Mutagen and Bee Larva. So yeah, I'm not going to get a full 50, but I can get a bunch. So we're going to get 10 of each of these. So I need 40 rockets. 10 bacteria sample, 10 mutagen, and the 10 tree bark, 10 tree bark. Yeah, okay. So I've got enough. Here we go. There. Let's go ahead and get the mutagen made real quick. Oh, yeah. Oh, funny enough, now I didn't even have to change anything. It's just grabbing some nitrogen. Or did I, maybe I put the nitrogen in there. I don't remember that. I don't think I did, but okay. It's suddenly grabbing nitrogen. All right. All right, so 10 of that. I'm gonna go and make sure I got it over here. Yep. So that is... I'm missing... I need rockets still, but I've got the super alloy cobalt, super alloy silicon, fertilizer, lerma, and tree bark, and super alloy. I need rockets. And I got mutagen, bacteria, tree bark, super alloy. I need rockets. Okay, let's see how many of these I can do in terms of bee larva. And that's going to tell me how many rockets I need to craft real quick. There's going to be a lot. A lot of, okay. I can do 2 with my current set of bees. Oh, and perfect. I got 15. Oh. What was the, osmium rods? Yeah, that was so I could do 2 osmium rods. Was it mutagen tier 2? I think that was I think I just, yeah, I literally put that away. And I cannot craft mutagen tier 2 if that's what it is. I had some. What was that? I put in there to make the end up with the golden larva. So okay, I guess we're not doing the bees right now. Oh, there we go. Okay, so no bees. We're just gonna do that. So I need a total of 40 rockets. I have 17. So I need 23 rockets. Oh boy, it's gonna be fun. Uh-huh. That's probably not gonna be enough, but we'll just hope. So recycler dumps in. Boom. Yep, okay. Oh, and 23 super alloy. I only have that much super alloy. Let's do 1 rod. Okay. That might be enough, so... Oh, I got 14. What am I short on? Uranium. That's not a problem. That is not a problem. There we go. How much easier it is. I don't have to go pick up the uranium as it goes spraying all over the floor. So I was at 14. And I need 23, so... Boom. Okay, and you know, why not go ahead? We'll munchy some food. Drink me a little water, pond water, and let's just yeah. Okay, so yep, 40. I got it. I seem to apparently have a little extra mutagen, so I guess I'll have to be careful on that. So we're just gonna, you know what? We'll start with this one, so I can do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This one actually should be fine because of the larva seeds, but I'll count anyway. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, larva's gone. And this will take care of, I think if I remember right, I had exactly the amount of silicon and cobalt. Yeah, rockets just going everywhere. They're not like all clustered together in one big giant bouquet. But it's, you know, they are still connecting to each other, bouncing all over the place, getting them away, clicking the button. Okay. I'm out of rockets, but I still have some super alloy and such. Look at all that. Ah, yeah. So many rockets. At least it did not lag up like it used to where it freeze. They did prevent the freezing aspect because, you know, I can't sit there and just mass spam 50 at a time or 100 at a time. But let's go and double check my maps. 36 plant rockets. Oh, so I could do the other 4 seed lermas I have, and I'll be at even 40. Apparently I did not have those even out. Yeah, that's a nice big boost there. See how that's helping some. All right, I'm gonna save because I don't want to have all the storms. So there we go. Load back in. And going up. Terraformation has definitely sped up. And that's good because I'll need to get some pulsar quartz at that point. Still, yeah, 50 tier 2 mutagen. Not gonna happen too quickly. Let's see what I got. All those are gone. All okay. So you know what? Let's do these, which I need some water bottles. Not sure about the why you need like the water bottles right there like that. Oh yeah, look. Oh, apparently, okay, I thought it seemed like these were pulling up here with this, like, cause it has been producing that, but then I've got that much stacking in there, so apparently I've got more water production now than the mushroom production. It's fine. I'm not, you know, it's not something to complain about, but you know, it's a little surprising. Okay, so what am I? I am out of zeolite. Well, that's a good thing. I also set up zeolite extraction. So yeah, this will give me a bunch of silk production, automatically go into fabric, and I can just start dumping that. I may actually go ahead and just set it up where it dumps into the trade rocket automatically for right now, and because the trade rocket will launch when it's full, and just that way. I mean, well, I guess I could just keep it manual in case I do want to go and buy something once I have enough. I'm gonna think on that. Yeah, we'll go ahead. I'll just zeolite down here. There you go. Everything else go upstairs. What? Wrong upstairs. Okay. Yeah. Just double checking. I got. I mean, I'll say I should have some oxygen capsules because of the stupid methane production. Okay, and yeah, I got room for 2 more. So let me guess, oxygen. Right. There. Look at that. There we go. All right, so more fabric. Actually, I'm about to throw a... Yeah, you know what? Let's... Even though I can fly up there kind of easier, I'll throw another ladder in here. Just to get outside. Boom. Okay. Exoskeleton. So I can get 5 more. Yeah, see, I'm not getting a lot from it. That's why I'd rather go get some of the, crates and unlock stuff. Actually, you know what? Yeah, there we go. We got that. I ran out of storage. Yeah, I ran out of storage with the crater base. So, let's do the crater base. Bases. As I think there was some circuit board deconstructions I needed to do still in one. Here, they're in the same spot. We'll double check. Knock these out. Hopefully get maybe some tokens. If not, there's also... Well, there's the wreck over there. I do need a fusion core thing. At least one for over there. I can't remember if there... I will say, I think that's the one that they added where you have to even have that to open the door. Oh, you know, I haven't been to the Gate Desert location yet. I haven't actually gone into that one. So that'd be an easy one to go and do. And I think it's... I want to say that, I think, has a 3 fusion core thing. Or maybe that was 2. Yep, still can't target it and deconstruct it. Okay, so that's... Yeah, nope. Not this one. Oh, and we do have the I did this last time. I was like, I know the word, I just can't think of it. But it's a, you know, it's Mayan, I want to say. Maybe it was Incan word. Cenote. That's it. A cenote. Finally, it took me a week for it to pop in my head again. Cenote over there. We got that area we could go to. today. I could actually go do that real quick. Oh, that's not very good. Okay. Let's actually... I'll pop up here because I thought... the game... It is true the game has a vehicle. And that is a new addition with this latest update that dropped Monday. So yes, the game has a vehicle. However, you know, it might have utility in co-op mode. It might be good in... you know, a certain stage of the game if you get to it. I have found it's not useful for me at the moment. But yes, the game did just, as of this week, get an update with a Rover vehicle in it. All right, this kind of looks, I can't tell, it was frozen before when I came here. Okay, yeah, it's just, it was the underwater thing there. Terrain underwater, it was like, it gives that highlighting effect. All right. Nice little golden crate, snag, and I'll go get me some oxygen since, you know, breathable atmosphere does not help underwater. Oh, that's great. I see I got tier 3. I got tier 3. Oh, and I got fish already. Do I even have, like, the fish? Like, I don't even think I got lake life collector yet. I don't think I even got that. Alright, here we go. I've died down here before, so I'm going to try and avoid that happening this time. I'll go get some oxygen. I'm not down that far, but you know, I'm what, 4th, closing in on 1/3 of my O2 used just to make that little trip, so it's worth it. Go ahead and grab some more. And ooh, which side was it? That's the one I just came through. So yeah, the one that's got, like, you gotta go down to get through it is the one that leads to the chest, and then this is the one that leads to the nice underwater base construction. See, there you go, Xbox underwater base right there, like you were saying you wanted to have in the DLC. We already got it. Now you can't breathe while you're in the underwater base. Yeah, launch it. Multi-tool takes time. Have to prevail. Okay, I'm watching my... I got stuck too. Watching oxygen level. Okay, I think that's it. Right here. Can I... Yeah, oh, that's right. It goes right up to the rock. I am heading back out. One case where it would actually be useful to have, like, an oxygen capsule with me. I get on dry land and just see. Wow, I'm getting really crummy token drops. If I do have production, that's gonna be good. Could go on my silk production, boost my money. I really see. I mean, I got a bunch of circuit boards and a golden seed. Not really seeing much else that's just like stands out. All right, here we go. We're gonna go back. Okay. Yeah, it's this one. It has the higher ceiling to the tunnel. That's the one that's got the base. I'm just gonna swim right through that. Yeah, pretty sure that is all just completely sealed in. Then we get to this little area, which yeah, you got that. Okay, great. I can't remember if there's actually anything here I need. You know, I need oxygen capsules. I don't have any oxygen capsules, so I'm just gonna go back. I swear, if I had a spot where I go get like a little pocket of air, sort of thing, I would do it. But I don't want to die. This is just like kind of a, I might find some useful stuff. Kind of hoping for blue chips, but I didn't get any blue chips. Maybe tokens. Got 100 tokens. Yippee. Yeah, I'm not getting very good drops on the tokens right now. So I will come back here later once I have the time and I can remember. Pack a bunch of oxygen capsules just so I can stay alive. Alright, time to head back. There should be enough time. That rocket should be back, I think. Okay, I don't remember seeing notification. I wasn't paying attention for that. I got my tier 3. Oh, there it is. There's the rocket coming back. So, yeah, I've got a tier 3 extractor unlocked now. I want to get back and love how you can see the ship from way over here. I'm going to go ahead, if I have the supplies for it, I want to swap out super alloy first. You know, the other ones, I've already got the automation going there. I want to go ahead and get the super alloy swapped out and maybe set it up with, well, oof, I'm going to need way more. I may do the aluminum first, actually, so I can get that going so I can then have enough to go with the super alloy for super alloy rods. Yeah, I think I may have to do the aluminum first. But got a lot of stuff. Production views. We'll put that to use shortly. Go ahead and dump those in there. Oh, yeah. Mushroom seeds, golden seed. Soleus tree seed. Yep, there we go. And production multiplier fuse. We'll go dump that there. Get that all matched together. Boom. Yeah. Why not? About the point of just dumping everything just in the upstairs area and just calling it good. Yeah, kind of getting tired of the trying to organize stuff. Yeah, really ready. Get the 3x3 room, start building the main base, and even without the upgraded top tier locker, it still is going to be worth it to go ahead and kind of get that set up so I can kind of start organizing a bit using my drones for that. Definitely first thing I'm gonna do is get everything built out and have the drones doing the whole drop box type of thing. You know, have a central box you put everything into when you come back to your base, so you don't have to worry about where you put something. And the drones handle sorting from there. It's just so much easier to do it that way. I'm gonna toss these in. There you go. That. And this will boost this over here. Great. I mean, technically, this is pretty much self-sufficient at the moment. I mean, look at that. That is... Oh. I'm gonna put this over here. I will need it, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and I think after this, sometime this week, I'm gonna set up a silk production spot, just specifically uncommon larva, the fertilizer, and the mutagen, whatever, just that recipe, just those items. Set it up so it can just continuously produce silk larva, nothing else, and have that producing my mass production of silk larva, so I can then go and produce a ton of silk generators for the purpose of producing a lot of fabric, making money. Now I need to clear out... Oh, of course, honey is not available from the stuff that's producing the honey, and is completely full at the moment. So there, 20 pieces of honey, that's enough. Let's get some food. There we go. Rapid fire mouse button is just too good to pass up using. Right, okay. So I've got the tier 3 extractor unlocked now, thanks to the pressure. We've got that. I've got water life collector I'm waiting on to get the phytoplankton and fish eggs, even though there's plenty of fish in the C note already. Little confused by that. Also, I'm closing in on the aquarium. It's about 0.02 per second. So 50 seconds, that's, you know, we go another like 30 minutes. I should be there without doing anything else. I've maxed out on those. We got the insect sprayer. We got tier 5 drill about to hit, actually. Look at this. We're about to hit it right there. 13 points away now. There it goes. I did not get to the ecosystem yet, but I'll move my silk production out. I'll get some more bees producing so I can get more insect rockets going. When is that? Oh, and then of course I get the beehive after that. Of course, way after that. Yeah, we'll be able to do the ecosystem next time. Mainly I wanted to look at, you know, the vehicle and do some more upgrading. Again, you know, maybe you like the vehicle. Maybe it's a great addition for your gameplay. For me, it is at this point pretty much useless. You know, even without mods, I don't see much utility in it. It's got unstuck option at 4. Yeah, it just drops it above. But if you put something in storage, you can't pick it up, which makes sense. That would be kind of cheaty. And the problem is, it does have problems with terrain, getting stuck on things. I don't see it being one of those vehicles that you're gonna do a lot with. It's just me. Now, one advantage is if you do drive out somewhere, you're not using mods, you park it, you can fill the inventory up, I guess. Let's actually test this, because I didn't test it with something in inventory earlier. I'll say before I say it, I'll make sure that it works right. Yep, it worked. It came back and it brought it with you. So if you're not using mods, it could be useful. That, again, if you've got stuff in inventory, you can't pick it up. Otherwise, you can grab it and put it in your inventory. And you can teleport it to you. So you could use it kind of as a, I'm going to drive out to here and maybe, you know, drive as far as you can. If you get stuck, pick it up, you know, carry it in your inventory, where however you got to do to get it to a destination. Fill up its inventory, then fill up yours, run back with the jetpack, and, you know, hopefully having enough oxygen. I guess that's the other real advantage. Before you have the air filter unlocked, before you have breathable atmosphere, it can be useful for maintaining your oxygen level, which if you do the unlock for the unlimited oxygen, go here, unlimited oxygen, but you got to unlock that, and it takes zeolite to do it, so you got to get further along to even get that option. Like now I'm in the breathable atmosphere. It's useless unless, of course, I drive it underwater and the unlimited oxygen works underwater and I can, you know, breathe underwater. Then maybe, you know, it could be kind of useful in some very rare situations, but like diving the cenote, the cenote, it won't do that. It won't matter because I'm not diving with it. You know, maybe if I drive in and just fall in the water, great, but then I'll still have to pick it up and come back up with it. It's just, it feels too late in the game and too restricted for what it should be helping you with. But yeah, you could drive it or carry it out somewhere and not use it for oxygen. Just build your little oxygen bases like we normally do. Drive it out somewhere, park it at a location, fill this inventory up, fill up yours, fly back to your base, call it in to the base so you can use it as an extra storage compartment to get supplies. That's pretty much the only utility I see for it. And I don't need that because I am using the item stacking mod. So, yeah, to me, the vehicle serves no useful purpose, especially considering when you unlock it, the cost of building it, it's just, it does not serve a purpose for me in this game. And I wish it did. I really, really hoped it would have, you know, a useful function, but I'm not seeing it. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to do that right now because it will not necessarily target those, I don't think. I'm going to still, I'm going to build me a little setup somewhere for the silk generators and get that kind of up and expanded on. Oh, yeah, we're about to be at the fish stage completed, so that's why fish are at least somewhere, even though I cannot actually produce fish yet. All right, so yeah, we're gonna wrap it up because speaking of food and stuff earlier reminded me I am hungry and it's time to eat for me and Timmy. And for Timmy, he's like sneaking back. What's for dinner? Timmy, he gets special food on the weekends. So I did my Aldi run this morning and I spent more than I expected to. Usually I'm around 100-ish per grocery trip every couple of weeks at Aldi, but today was 150 because they finally brought back what's kind of, I guess, a seasonal item for them for some reason. If you go in their freezer section, they have shepherd's pie, which before trying this, I had never had shepherd's pie. I'm sure it's not that genuine. You know, if you go someplace that has actual shepherd's pie, it's probably like even better quality. But shepherd's pie, I tried it from there, loved it, and then they stopped carrying it for several months. It's like I've been every week or every time I go there look for it, and they've had instead this like weird, it's like lasagna but not lasagna thing. It's like lasagna style, but it's not actually lasagna. It's other ingredients, but it's made similar to lasagna. They finally dumped that today. They had the shepherd's pie, so I had to stock up on shepherd's pie. It's good. If you haven't tried it and you got Aldi near you, go check it out. It's in the freezer section. I mean, it's easy to fit. You put it in the oven. It's like 50 minutes. Turn it halfway through. And it's supposed to be 4 servings. It generally only lasts me 2. But yeah, I spent extra because of that today and a few other items that they finally got back, I guess, in season or back in stock because they had a shortage. Like, they haven't had any of the frozen shrimp rings recently. There's been a few weeks where they didn't have the sushi options. So I'm doing sushi tonight. I've already got it sitting out waiting. He gets, I've started buying him the big cans of wet dog food. Normally I give him the little, packs for like small dogs. And he likes those, but I started trying the big cans for like, you buy a can of wet food for a big dog. I was like, you know what? If he likes it, he at least gets like 2 meals out of it. So he's had a third of one of those for lunch. He gets the other third or another third to dot for dinner, and then tomorrow he'll have the last bit of it for lunch, and that's literally like 50 cents per meal to give him a nice little weekend treat. I almost bought steaks at Aldi's, but I was already like, I knew I was gonna spend more, and $15 for 3 big, like, thick cut steaks. I was like, it was tempting, but I was like, I already know I'm gonna go above my normal budget, so I didn't do that. Pasta and garlic bread with a salad. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have salad with my sushi. Gotta have some greens in there too. So yeah, I'm with you on that. Cheeseburgers. I've been having cheeseburgers this week. That's what I've had several nights this week. Homemade cheeseburgers. Timmy didn't get any. He was upset. He had to eat his normal food. Ain't that right? Come here. Come here. Give me a hug. Give me hugs. Oh. There you go. Come here. Look. Ah. There is Timmy. Look. Get up there. Don't mess with my keyboard. Look up. Look up. Say hi. Oh, turn that off since you're here. Ooh, you are warm. Your belly is warm. That's a warm belly. A little scratchy belly. Beer? You're having beer for dinner? That's it? Or beer cheese? What you're referencing, like Jenny's burgers, you have beer cheese. Timmy, what do you think of being on camera? Are you embarrassed? You're looking at the camera. He's like, I know it's there. I know it is. Come on, Timmy. Look up. Look up. Oh. Show him that pretty face. Yeah. Oh, he lost a tooth last week. I don't know which one it is. I've been trying to find it. He won't let me look thoroughly enough in his mouth. But we were playing with his toy at my mom's house on Sunday. The toy she got him is a seahorse toy. And yeah, I just looked down. I was like, what is that? And I picked up a thing off the couch. It has a tooth. I don't know which one it is. It was one of the longer ones, and he obviously pulled the tooth out playing with his toy because he was like pulling on the toy and shaking it. And I don't know when it happened, but yeah, he lost a tooth from playing too hard. Ain't that right? Yeah, let me see that. So see, he's like, nope. Come on, go show the go here. I'll do it from this side if you'll let me. Let go. Ah. All right, sit down. There you go. Timmy dent. No, he's not gonna get dentures. He's still got plenty of teeth. May have to get softer food at some point. I've kind of kept him from eating his, he still has his normal little twisty sticks like he did earlier, but I've kind of kept him off of some of the tougher ones right now. just because I don't want it to be a case of maybe some of the like the bully sticks or whatever he's been chewing on are part of it. I think it was just more of he was pulling really hard on this toy and just like, you know, fighting with us for it. So I think it's just it wiggled it and caused it to come out. It wasn't a break. It didn't actually break the tooth. The tooth just literally popped out. I just can't find which one it is that's missing. And he won't let me look well enough. I mean, it doesn't seem to be the front ones because he's got those. I cannot find where it came from. Unless my mom had a friend over with a dog. I don't know where the tooth came from. Timmy? Can I find that tooth? Can I see it? Can I see it? Nope. Nope. He's like, nope. Yeah. Let me scratch that little spot right there on your neck. Let me scratch your scar. See if you can get that neck up. All right, one more. Where you going? Where you going? No. One more. Say goodbye. Look at the camera. Say goodbye. Ooh, can I get? Go. Yeah. See? The front ones are there. He just won't let me look enough. I even like got him one of his little tennis balls and I'm chewing on it and I'm sitting there trying to peel his lips back to look at his teeth and he's just like he got the ball in his mouth and I'm just pulling and he just like tries to close his mouth around it. He doesn't want me looking. Ugh. All right, Ray. Can you show him your trick? No? You Ric Flair? Can you tell him what Ric Flair says? Come on. I don't have a treat. You get a treat after this if you do it. He says no. All right. Bye, Jenny. Thank you. Have a good weekend. Bye, everyone. We're going to wrap it up now. Again, if you haven't checked out Forever Skies, I did post the community tab about it. I've got 2 keys to give away. You just got to go comment on the post. Make sure you're on the Discord server so I can message you with the key if you are the one picked to win. And I'll be picking the winners from the comments at random tomorrow. I got 2 keys. So if you want a free copy of the game, go and comment on the post and I'll let you know if you win. Other than that, thanks for hanging out. We are going to go ahead and call it so I can go eat sushi. He can eat his food. Do some doggy business outside, of course. And yeah, I'll get some other things kind of done in Plant Crafter before next week. Check out Once Human. It's free. I may give it a try. I've been really busy the last few weeks trying to do some coursework for certification stuff. And I'm back in another class right now doing that, so I'm kind of like I've gotten where I'm not playing games as much. I'm really doing more of like, hour or 2 a night of studying and working on some project stuff for the stuff like that. So if I have time I might give it a try, but again I've actually cut down my gaming quite a bit because of studying and such, but it's on my wish list. I've got it there, or actually I've got it added to my library. I just haven't installed and played it yet. But yeah, again, thanks everybody for hanging out. Go enjoy the rest of your day, rest of your weekend, and we will see you next week. And go play the new No Man's Sky update and Expedition if you care to fish. I'm going to pass on it, but go have fun with it, and we'll see you next time. Okay?